What's up, man? I see you got the duet going on. The duet is right. Oh, my gracious. I'm trying to inhale a little bit of food. Mm. Blah, chewing. Hey, 𝗕𝗘𝗡𝗞𝗧𝗏. I'm trying to do too many things. 30-day countdown. Full votes stop the echo. Okay. Yes, ma'am. I'm listening to myself again. Down like, well, war equals 72. Uh, uh, uh. Uh. Lord have mercy. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it, y'all. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it, y'all. Lord have mercy. All right. Belly of the beast. Are we ready? 1, 2. 1, 2. Oh, 1, 2. Why we on? 1, 2. Okay. Thought we was having some problems, but we not. Man. All right. Shoot, I don't know. I'm kind of nervous on these reactions today. Okay. What is up, YouTube? How y'all doing? We're gonna cut half the echo. What's going on, YouTube? I'm missing something. War Eagle 72 asked for this one right here. Hey, Belly of the Beast, man. This is something hot. If War Eagle 72 asks for it, you know it's gonna be hot. Today is Patron Sunday. Patrons guaranteed to get their request in. Man, let's just get into this video. Golly, I'm too many things in my head right now, but it's gonna be good. We're gonna pray. Hit that subscribe button, hit that bell. Oh, my bad. No echo. Let's check it out. Getting funky already. Yes, ma'am. Belly of the beast.
I turned my back on Jesus in the belly of the beast.
The belly of the beast.
Sometimes your only choice is no choice at all. Sometimes the only voice you hear is when the devil calls. So listen.
Here we go. Hey. Keep it coming, baby.
Belly of the beast. Yeah. Sometimes it's not worth dying in the belly of the beast. You better pray for your sins to kill your fast. You better pray how long this life will last. 'Cause what you do when you're living is what you do when you die.
Hey.
The cliffs of sadness in the belly of the beast. I inhaled the fumes of madness
in the belly of the beast.
Sometimes your only choice is no choice at all.
Sometimes your only choice is no choice at all. I like that line. That's a nice line. In the belly of the
Sometimes your only choice is
your only choice.
No choice at all.
No choice at all.
Sometimes the only voice you hear is when the devil calls. So listen.
Uh-huh. I like that.
Don't matter how far you're falling in the belly of the beast. Yeah. Sometimes it's not worth dying in the belly of the beast. You better pray for your sins to kill your fast. You better pray how long this life will last. 'Cause what you do when you're living is what you do when you die.
What you do when you're living is what you do when you die.
It don't matter how deep you're digging in the belly of the beast. Don't matter how far you're falling in the belly of the beast. Yeah. Sometimes it's not worth dying in the belly of the beast. You better pray for your sins to kill your fast. You better pray how long this life will last. 'Cause what you do when you're living is what you do when you die.
What you do when you're living is what you do when you die. Man, that's I like that, man. In the belly of the beast, man. That thing right there. Hey, that's fat. That's fat right there. That thing goes. That goes. Like the funk of the drums, the laid back freestyle funk type thing. And then they go to that change. Oh, it's incredible, man. Hey, 𝗟𝗡𝗡𝗢𝐷 asked for that one right there, man. I'm going to get on up out of here. Y'all take it light, take it slow. Tell them Uncle Mike told you so. Peace out. Never Never thought we would have problems with the echo. Is the pole still there? I thought that was our signature. Something different from everybody else. That's what I thought. Tika, what you think about the echo? Well, that's not. Oh my God. We are trying. All right, what goes here? That's War Eagle. Tika, this is the first one, right? Okay. Okay. Yeah, he's not giving me much. I'm asking for these. Well, 20. Yeah, you right. We gotta even things out. Angel. But this is just a song. KBS. Yeah, we gotta slow down. We trying to. What is up, YouTube? How y'all doing? Yeah. Angel, this is Sohung. God dang, boy, this is something new. This is new right here. Y'all hit that subscribe button, hit that bell, man, and let's hear this beautiful voice. Let me give my thumbs up first. We give thumbs up to everybody we react to. So y'all hit that subscribe button, hit that bell. Let's check it out.
벌써 눈물 나.
토양 언니의 엔젤은 저는 들을 때마다 큰 위안을 받았던 그런 노래거든요.
근데 유독 저는 좀 선배님이 엔젤 부르실 때 그렇게 막 오더라고요.
Spend all your time waiting for that second chance, for a break that'll make it okay. There's always some reason to feel not good enough, and it's hard at the end of the day. I need some distraction. A beautiful release. Memory sifts from my veins. Lend me the empty and weightless, and maybe I'll find some peace tonight. In the arms of the angel, fly away from here, from this dark hotel room, and the endlessness that you fear. You are parched from the wreckage of your silent reverie. You're in the arms of the angel.
Yes.
Where you'll find some comfort here. So tired of the straight line, and everywhere you turn, there's gorges and thieves at your back. Storm keeps on twisting. Keep on building the lie that you make up for all that you lack. It don't make no difference. Escaping one last time. It's easy
Nice, real nice, man. I needed that. I needed that to bring me down. The 𝗟𝗡𝗞𝗏. Golly, incredible. I don't know what to say, man. You hear a voice like that and you hear a song like that, it just brings comfort to the whole world. That's what she just did, man. So I feel comfortable now, Tika. Tika asked for that one right there. Hey, I'm going to get on up out of here. Y'all take it light, take it slow. Tell them Uncle Mike told you so. Peace out. I feel like going upstairs and just cry. Paul means word. For somebody that's supposed to stop using the echo, I done stepped on it about 100 times already. What did 𝗟𝗓𝗡𝗖𝗓 say to connect to that connects to 𝗘𝐿𝐴𝐴𝐻 prophecy? Whoa. What is this? 18 minutes. Okay, cool. We got some more music. Should we? Wow, you good. One. I'm just going to go down the road. Right. Okay, I'm going to do it. God dang it. Now the camera done went out. Oh, my God. Stop the recording. What is going on here, man? Now the camera done went out. God dog it. Oh, man. Show monitor. Okay. All right. Camera back. Tough, man. What is up, YouTube? How y'all doing? We're gonna try to get rid of the echo. Some people say they don't like the echo, but check this out, man, real quick. What did 𝗟𝗓𝗡𝗖𝗓 say that connects to a 𝗘𝐿𝐴𝐻 prophecy? Wow, let's check it out, man. 𝗟𝗓𝗡𝗖𝗓 is making her way to the channel and doing different things, and she's a character, man. I really like her. So hit that subscribe button, hit that bell. My bad. Let's check it out.
Hello, everybody.
Yes.
Welcome to my channel. Now, I know you're not used to actually seeing me on this channel because I usually just post prophecies of my dad's. But there's something I've been looking at, and I don't want to put it on the ministry sites yet because I'm not sure. And so I want to hear back from you about this. I'm going to make sure. I usually just keep the comments off because I can never go through the comments on this channel, but I'm going to leave it on. And I want to hear what you all think about what I'm looking at here. Again, it's I'm not sure, so I don't want to go putting it up on our ministry sites because we're going into some pretty dark areas here.
Okay.
But many of you know, and some of you don't, about the singer-songwriter 𝗟𝗓𝗡𝗏, who has toured with a lot of artists, and she's been very vocal for months now, for a while now, about some of these musicians, such as Diddy's Sean Combs is his name, as well as Jay-Z, Beyonce, and all these people. And at first, I kept seeing her, and I'll listen to anybody. I'll hear anybody out and decide for myself. I'm very much a person that does that. So you'll hear me. I'll listen to a conspiracy theory, for instance, but That doesn't mean I ascribe to it, but I will hear it because I've found through my life that sometimes those conspiracy theories end up being true. And over the past decade, or maybe a little less, but about the past decade, we've been seeing an unprecedented amount of information that has come out, and it has been shocking. And so I want you first to hear what my dad prophesied, and then we'll come back.
The hands of once compassionate women have cooked their own children, and their children have become food for them. Your children have become food for who are once compassionate women. And God says, once you recognize the man that I have raised up, pray. For the enemy will do everything in his power to put a witch in the White House. Did anybody hear what he just said? For Jezebel has chased away the prophets and even Elijah. Come on. Now I have said, go back. For this shall be dismantled, so that there will be no more corruption in the White House, says the Spirit.
Whoa.
Okay, so you heard what he had to say about a witch in the White House. And, you know, in the first election for Donald Trump in 2016, we all just assumed he was talking about Hillary Clinton in those prophecies. But as time has passed, we've found that, in particular, this date of February 22nd, 2014, there's been quite a bit of longevity to that and many of the other prophecies. And so I want to play for you. First of all, they asked 𝗟𝗓𝗖𝗓 about, this is not a person who is traditionally Republican or conservative at all. But I want you to hear what she had to say about who to vote for in this next election. And I was shocked because I did not expect her to say this. So have a look at this, and then we'll be back.
What's going to happen? Who wins the election? Who do you think? In my honest opinion, it has to be Trump. It has to be. Because if we vote DNC, we're voting for liars. It's just that simple. The DNC is lying. I don't trust the Republicans either.
Okay. So now I want you to watch this next part, also prophecy from February 22nd of 2014.
2014.
And there are highly embarrassing moments that are about to occur for many, many politicians in this nation. There will be a shaking amongst the Democrats in the upcoming elections, but unsettling for the Republicans. Why is God doing this? For God said, I am dissatisfied with what emerges from both parties.
Okay. So we know he prophesied that they will do everything in their power to put a witch in the White House. And the reason I'm doing this video at all is because of when asked about Kamala Harris, this is what 𝗟𝗓𝗖𝗓 had to say. And it has to do, again, with a witch and witchcraft. So have a look at this.
They want us to do.
Yeah, she comes out to Beyonce's Freedom. Freedom. And we're supposed to, fist in the air.
Look at
She's
Jaguar.
asking for freedom from Tusi, not freedom from tyranny.
Shit.
The simple fact that you find anything in common with a witch, with a woman who was charged in court with practicing extreme witchcraft. That your theme music? That crazy. Then you bring another crazy bitch that we ain't even sure is all bitch to twerk in a halftime. Twerk for America.
Yeah,
Meanwhile, she's in a video where she turns into a snake swallowing up little Tory Lanes everywhere.
oh man, no, not a little Tory Lanez.
Have we not seen the video?
Yeah, we seen it. Star.
Where she did mamoosh,
Yeah. We seen it.
this Sluminati bullshit.
Yeah.
She just sitting there eating Tory.
There's a lot of symbolism.
No, there wasn't no symbolism. That is a snake. And
Whoa.
she eats.
Whoa.
What other symbolism is there?
When it's right in your face.
You
That's
sitting
crazy.
So she wasn't actually talking about Kamala Harris, but she made a very good point in the video clip there. She made a very good point in that why would she have that person singing that? And she's recognizing and pointing out witchcraft. And, you know, something that's happened to me this year is, in particular this year, is a lot of things have been revealed to me about what is going on with the practicing of witchcraft. Now we're seeing at, you know, all of these global, usually, organizations, things like the UN or the World Economic Forum, or things like CERN, where people are doing strange, what they're calling it art, but it, you know, it's easy to call something art, but why would they choose to do ritualistic, Luciferian or satanic things? Why are they doing these rituals? I met a girl years ago who was a hacker, and she hacked in when they reopened CERN. I think it was 2012. Remember, it broke, and they reopened it, and she hacked in to the security cameras because she just wanted to see what they were doing out of curiosity. And she said they were doing Luciferian rituals before the opening of CERN. And she was expecting to see scientists in lab coats, you know, cutting a red ribbon, you know, popping a bottle of champagne. And that's not what she saw. Now, I don't know the details of what she saw, but she said it was Luciferian rituals. And so I am releasing this video and have released this video today because I want to find out from you what you feel and what you think.
Okay.
Because I haven't found my way to a conclusion of that yet, but I keep seeing this, the practice of witchcraft. It was revealed to me recently about Project Stargate and the things that they were doing in Project Stargate. Now you could go and watch, like I watched the movie The Men Who Stare at Goats for the first time just not long ago, and they sort of made light of it and made fun of it. It was a funny movie, but I think they did that on purpose, because what was revealed to me recently is that, in particular, in December of 1972, on a military base, they had psychics and remote viewers, you know, doing whatever they were doing, and they actually opened a portal, a doorway, and something came through. This is what was told to me by reliable sources. This has also become public recently because things have been declassified. But something physical came through. It wasn't a ghost. It wasn't a spirit. It wasn't. It was actually, and this is coming to me from the information I've gotten is from actual people in the FBI and people he spoke to in the military. And something physical manifested in the room with them, and a deal was made. And 1 month later, we had Roe versus Wade, which was January of 1973. also in the 70s, in that same time period, I think it was also 1973, Henry Kissinger helped Klaus Schwab start the World Economic Forum, which is a globalist thing. Now, my dad prophesied about the rise of the Fourth Reich. He prophesied that from the Netherlands, and he prophesied it from France.
You made an alliance. You were an ally to the Third Reich. There is a fourth one arising from the east to take over your streets, to take over your children and remove Jesus. But the Spirit of God said, truth will prevail. A cause will not prevail. And the people will begin to arise from the streets. And I will manifest myself in whorehouses. I'll go to red light districts. I'll begin to take them from their place of pain and turn it into a place of rain, says the Lord. Come on.
All right.
Come on. God said there's going to be a reformation. But this time, God said, I'll use Germany. I'll use Italy. Yes? I'll use Holland, the Netherlands. I'll use France. They will stand, and they will stand against the Spirit. And that'll be the countries that I'll begin a great reformation, and there will be an abolishment of the laws of men, and your young men and young women shall rise, 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 and shout, shout, shout. Everyone in this building, say this with me. Those who are with us are greater than those who are against us. I'm talking about the angels of the Lord that are with us. If you don't believe me, my friend, I want to tell you something. We blind. God's raising up young Davids and young Samuels. They're going to begin to prophesy to the dead bones, and they're going to bring life to this nation and to Europe again, says the Lord. So Kim, we don't want the war. Too bad.
Ah, je veux pas faire la guerre, tant pis.
There shall be. Now don't get frightened.
Il y aura, maintenant n'ayez pas peur.
We have an enemy that wants to invade.
Nous avons un ennemi qui voudrait bien envahir,
Take Christ out of Europe.
afin d'enlever Christ de l'Europe.
Sitting on the front row here
Ici, dans la rangée de devant,
is a pastor from the Netherlands
nous avons ici un pasteur de la Hollande
and a pastor from England.
et un pasteur de l'Angleterre.
They represent the soil
Ils représentent le sol,
and the territories.
la terre,
God is going to pour out His Spirit.
où Dieu veut répandre de son esprit.
Germany will be included.
L'Allemagne sera inclus,
Italy.
l'Italie.
There shall be a great move of the Spirit.
Il y aura un grand mouvement de l'esprit.
It is literally the next reformation
C'est littéralement la prochaine réforme
that will come about
qui va arriver
because of reconciliation.
à cause de la réconciliation.
And the Fourth Reich
Et la quatrième Reich
shall be overcome.
sera vaincue,
For the hatred for the Jewish people
car la haine contre les Juifs,
and the people of Christ
contre le peuple de Dieu,
is causing demonic rage.
est en train de provoquer une rage démoniaque.
But God,
Mais Dieu
has made a declaration.
fait une déclaration,
One word
une parole,
out of the mouth of these people,
une parole qui sort de son peuple.
and the battle shall be won.
La bataille sera gagnée.
That word
Cette parole,
is Yeshua.
c'est Yeshua.
Jesus.
Jésus.
Jesus.
Jésus.
Say His name.
Dis son nom.
Say His name.
Dis son nom.
there's a lot more to this when it comes to the occult, because Aleister Crowley, for instance, also opened one of these portals or doorways, and something came through. And he did this, I think it was the late 1800s in New York City. It might have been early 1900s. And what came through to him was a being that called itself Lamb, L-A-M. And it was after that happening. Aleister Crowley, you can look him up, who he was, but he, you know, he did all kinds of stuff. But Aleister Crowley was, I don't want to call him a Luciferian. I think it was a Satanist. I'll have to look that up. But he opened a doorway, and the thing that came through looked very much like a gray alien. And I'll put the picture up of that so you can see it. And it was after that that people began to have these experiences of being abducted by the little gray aliens. And it was after that that people started to see these little gray aliens. And so I think it's very interesting. And so I would like to know what you think. Thank you for joining me today.
Oh, okay. I'm speechless. I have I have absolutely no input on that, but I know one thing: if somebody's practicing something and they open up a tunnel or what they call it, a pathway or whatever, and something comes through, I'm getting the heck out of there. You know, but that's incredible, man, that he is actually talking about the witchcraft and everything, and then Jaguar Wright is talking and preaching about different witchcrafts. I'm still learning all this. I'm still learning as far as like what Jennifer Lopez and Jaguar Wright. I'm looking up the stuff that she's talking about. You know, I'm not passing judgment and saying anybody's right or wrong. I'm just looking up the stuff to dig deeper. So I'm gonna get on up out of here. Y'all leave in the comments, man. Let me know what y'all think about some of this witchcraft and everything. I'm lost for words. I don't speak on anything I don't know too much about at all. You know. So y'all take a light, take it slow. Tell them Uncle Mike told you so. Peace out. Maybe that's why they don't like the echo, because it's too much on the witchcraft side, maybe. I don't know. We having problems with our comment section. Peace out, y'all. One video, do not day goodbye. One video. What? CERN about 5 years ago, and they were saying people that bought something. Okay. Whoa. So should I do these two together? Well, that's 19 minutes. What is up, YouTube? Abstract performance to celebrate Switzerland's rail opening. Yeah, my girl 𝗖𝗙𝗡𝗅 asked for this from right here and said we should do this. This is the first time I'm seeing it. Give him a thumbs up and everything. So let's check this video out, man. Let's check it out. Wow. Wow.
Ah, monsieur 𝗟𝗓𝗡𝗞, monsieur 𝗟𝗓𝗡𝗡.
Ouais, puis il y a aussi Harvey, lui, il va faire du jeu.
Wow, this is the opening. Switzerland's rail, I guess it's a train being opened. Man, that was a little too deep, man. It had too many different, that was some deep meanings to it, man. So golly. Hey, I have no idea what to say on that one, man. Y'all put in the comments, man. Break it down to me. Hey, I'm going to get on up out of here. Y'all take it light, take it slow. Tell them Uncle Mike told you so. Peace out. Oh, cynic, not celebrity. Oh, my God. We might have to do that one again then. we might have to do that one again. I gotta deep dive more on that one. Too much over my head. Joe Rogan was laughing with Cat Williams until he mentioned DNA. What? It's 19 minutes. We could do the whole thing on this one. DNA. What? Third one relates to both. What is up, YouTube? How y'all doing? Hey, check it out, man. Joe Rogan was laughing with Cat Williams until he mentioned DNA. What? Hey, y'all hit that subscribe button, hit that bell. 𝗘𝗓𝗡𝗞. No, stop at 10:45. Okay. Without any further ado, let's check this bad boy out. Here we go.
Old footage from a 1965 Paul Harvey prophecy has just resurfaced, and Joe Rogan cannot believe the predictions.
Paul Harvey.
If I were the Prince of Darkness, I'd want to engulf the whole world in darkness, and I'd have a third of its real estate and 4/5 of its population, but I wouldn't be happy until I had seized the ripest apple on the tree. So I'd set about, however necessary, to take over the United States. I'd subvert the churches first. I'd begin with a campaign of whispers. With the wisdom of the serpent, I would whisper to you as I whispered to Eve, do as you please. To the young, I would whisper that the Bible is a myth. I would convince them that man created God instead of the other way around. I would confide that what's bad is good and what's good is square. And the old, I would teach to pray after me, Our Father, which art in Washington. And then I'd get organized. I'd educate authors in how to make lurid literature exciting so that anything else would appear dull and uninteresting. If I were the devil, I would encourage schools to refine young intellects, but neglect to discipline emotions. Just let those run wild. Until within a decade, I'd have prisons overflowing. Soon I could evict God from the courthouse, then from the schoolhouse, and then from the houses of Congress. And in his own churches, I would substitute psychology for religion and deify science. If I were the devil, I'd make the symbol of Easter an egg and the symbol of Christmas a bottle. If I were the devil, I'd take from those who have and give to those who wanted. I would caution against extremes in hard work, in patriotism, in moral conduct. I would convince the young that marriage is old-fashioned. In other words, if I were the devil, I'd just keep right on doing what he's doing.
What year was that?
1965.
That's amazing.
1 year before I was born.
April 3rd, 1965. Paul Harvey nailed it.
However, that's not the only time Joe Rogan was speechless after a spiritual conversation. This one with Cat Williams went viral, and you're about to see why.
Here's the thing. The fact that there is a God is the biggest conversation worldwide, but the truth of the matter is there is more reason for you to believe there is a God than there is for you to not. The fact that it was already set up on this planet for there to be medicines for us to find and to utilize. And you see what I'm saying? It's like, it's not like, oh, yeah, so he made a cow. No, to make a cow, it means you had to also have made grass. And it means you would have had to have invented a whole new eating system for this animal, which was cud. And that means you would then have to have given him 3 stomachs to be able to, and you would have to have known that he was going to then emit a gas that was going to be necessary on the planet. Like, like none of these things.
Fertilizer,
are,
all of it.
Right. The fact that everything goes together.
And then there's the concept of actual entities.
Yes. Well, I'm saying your DNA is either fused or it's not. If it is, it requires a fuser. That's all.
A fuser.
Right.
What do you mean by that?
What do you mean by that?
I'm saying if they tell you that certain parts of your DNA are fused, that requires a fuser. Did I say that right?
I'm not sure. I see what you're saying. The structure to us in everything, all of it, does seem remarkable.
In a no mistakes type of way.
Yeah, in a synchronistic sort of a way.
Which flies in the face of the accidental Big Bang, nothing from nothing way of thinking. And it always has been.
Do you see a pattern now? Joe Rogan seems to be softening to the Christian message.
Why do you think it is that it seems like more bigger name folks are becoming Christian? To some degree or another, like Candace Owens and...
Ian Hersey, Neil Ferguson, Russell Brand, Joe Rogan, Douglas Murray.
Rogan. What are you doing with Joe Rogan?
Yeah, well, Joe's already, he's got a foot in the camp.
He's a lot less disparaging of Christianity than he once was, which we all really appreciate. Thank you,
well,
Joe.
Joe figured it out. Yeah.
Okay, but now this time, Joe Rogan is blown away by the age of the Bible.
How old is the Dead Sea Scrolls? Like 4,000 years old or something?
Dude, I don't know. I have no idea.
See how old the Dead Sea Scrolls are. I know they found them in Qumran. They found them in clay tablet or clay pots. 3rd century BCE.
Wow.
It is almost unbelievable how much Joe Rogan has changed. For instance, on this episode, Joe starts to convince himself why God exists.
Terence McKenna once said it best, that science asks of you one miracle. That's the Big Bang.
Yeah.
There's one miracle. It really is kind of like a miracle.
Yeah.
If in the beginning there was nothing, and then God created the earth and the skies. And that's essentially what the Bible is trying to say. They're just doing it in a way.
And the Bible got it right. They got the order right.
I think it takes a long time. And I think that's where a lot of the confusion that you see in the Bible comes from. Like God made the earth and the sky and everything in like 6 days, right? And then on the 6th day he rested. Okay, what are they actually saying though? You're getting things that are translated from an oral history of 1,000 years, and then they're writing it down in Aramaic. They're writing it down in ancient Hebrew. And you're getting it many, 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 many years later. Now imagine what you would do if you had the real knowledge of the birth of the solar system, of the development of human beings, and the God energy of the universe, and you tried to translate it, people, and you're trying to relay this origin story of mankind. And then it gets written down in parables, and it gets written down in Latin, and it gets translated over the year. Like, what were they trying to say? Because so much of what they're trying to say, if you're really paying attention, like, it seems like it's kind of laid out like the origins of the universe. If in the beginning there was nothing, like they're talking about the Big Bang. If these scientists all agree, how did they know that
Then
back
there was
then?
light. That would be the Big Bang.
Why wouldn't they assume back then that God was always around? Why would they assume that God had to make everything? Why would they assume that there was a beginning and an end just because they have a beginning and an end? Is that rational? Why would they assume that? Because at one point in time, whether it's 10,000 years ago, 20,000 years ago, they had figured a lot of
something out.
If those people were that smart, why wouldn't we imagine they had an understanding of the birth of the universe? Why wouldn't we imagine that they would have this bizarre understanding of the way morality and good and evil play out with human beings? But it makes sense. It makes sense if you buy into the idea that there's been a restart of civilization, and then you go back and say, okay, what is the history of the Bible? Like, how old is it? What's the oldest version? Like, what's the oldest version of the stories?
Version. Like, who knows?
Right,
the
right.
oral
Who knows?
version.
Right. What was the original? Like, you're playing a game of Telegram, right, or telephone with over 1,000 years, with who knows how many people. But if we've seen what the Egyptian people were able to build, what was that like? How sophisticated were they? And maybe what we're getting at in the Bible is just the longest game of telephone of a true story. It's just all kind of gumbled up in stories, and God's testing you. You must
Digestible
resist
lessons
those. Yeah.
in a story that you can understand.
Exactly.
And
But
that's
at the
why
heart of
7
it, there's
days.
some truth to it.
Because what is a day to God?
Yeah, what does that mean?
Although Joe seems a lot closer than he once was, he still has many questions. For instance, listen to this back and forth he has with Adam Curry, a 58-year-old atheist who recently turned to Christianity.
God is real, Jesus existed, and has changed my outlook on life. I'm all in on this. It's all about love.
Yeah. What do you think Jesus' role was? Who do you think he was?
Well, he was literally the Son of God, and he was on the earth to teach, and he wandered. I mean, he was an outlaw. He did some crazy shit. He overturned the tax tables, and he really railed against a lot of stuff.
Why do you think, based on what information that you have, why do you think that he existed?
Jesus had to die after teaching us how to live a good life and how to be a good person, which is all about love. And that was to absolve us of our sins, which is kind of a cool out. And I'm just new to this, Joe, so I can't answer everything. But I love studying it. I love reading. It's fascinating material. And
It
there's
is fascinating
so much
material.
there. It's really fascinating.
A person being the actual Son of God, I would need a lot of evidence to believe that.
Evidence Demands a Verdict would be a great book to
Yeah.
read. So when you look into the Bible and everything that's been written about the Bible, that's 100 million times more has been written about that, and it's survived all these years. So I'm
but
just
if
someone
someone
who reads.
writes about The Shining,
Yeah.
and a bunch of people review the writing of The Shining and write about The Shining, it doesn't mean that The Shining actually happened. Just because so many people are writing about this particular religion doesn't mean that there was a person.
But they haven't written about
Doesn't mean they weren't. I'm not saying they weren't. I'm not saying I know. But I'm saying it doesn't mean that man was the Son of
I'm
God.
just telling-
The problem is, if he was really good at it and really successful in a time when people were not very sophisticated, he could probably pull it off. And then when he dies, everybody would say he was the Son of God.
Sure.
And we don't know.
No.
So how would you know that this guy who lived 2,000 plus years ago
That's why.
is actually the Son of God?
That's why I call myself a believer. Yeah,
But how could you
you're
prove
correct.
that someone was actually the Son of God?
No,
Or are we all? Jesus.
That's right. Help me, Jesus. Help me, Jesus.
Help me, Jesus.
But I can hear exactly what you're saying right now. You're saying, Joe, that prophecy at the beginning, it wasn't actually a prophecy. It was more like a prediction. And I agree with you. But did you know this? There are 351 precise prophecies about the Lord Jesus Christ. Prophecies that were written thousands of years before Jesus came to earth. And yet, they all came true. Would you like to hear some of them? I'm going to tell you 18 of these prophecies. And I think you will be left equally speechless, like our friend Joe Rogan. Number 1, the Last Supper was prophesied in Genesis 14 verse 18, and in Matthew 26 verse 26. It came true. Prophecy number 2, no bone would be broken in the Lord Jesus Christ when he was put on the cross. This was mentioned in Exodus 12 verse 46, and in John 19 verses 31 to 36. It came true. Number 3, the sacrifice, the offering of the Lord Jesus Christ would be outside of the city, outside of the camp. This was prophesied in Leviticus 4 verse 12, and it was fulfilled in Matthew 27 verse 33. Number 4, it was said the Messiah would speak in parables. This was prophesied in Psalm 78 verses 2 to 4, and it was fulfilled throughout the entire Gospels, but especially in Matthew 13 verses 10 to 15. Number 5, the Messiah, the King, would come out of David's lineage. This was prophesied in 2 Samuel chapter 7 verse 12, and of course came true in Matthew 1 verse 1. Number 6, the Christ resurrection was predicted. Many times we see this in the Old Testament. One example is in Job 19 verses 23 to 27, and this came to pass in Luke 24 verses 6 to 7. Number 7, did you know that it was already prophesied that water would pour out of the side of the Saviour? This was mentioned in Psalm 16 verses 9 to 11, and of course it came true in John 19 verse 34. Number 8, it was prophesied in Psalm 22 verse 15 that Jesus would be thirsty on the cross, and in John 19 verse 28 it was fulfilled. Number 9, in Psalm 22 verse 16 we read that Jesus Christ would have his hands and his feet pierced, and in John 19 verses 34 and 37 it came true. Psalm 22 verse 18 says that they will cast lots for his garments, and in John 19 verse 23 to 24 we see it fulfilled. Number 11, in Psalm 38 verse 11 we see that his friends would stand far off. The very disciples that followed him would be scattered, and in Luke 23 verse 49 we see it fulfilled. Prophecy number 12, in Psalm 55 verses 12 to 14 we read that the Lord Jesus Christ would be betrayed by a friend, not an enemy, and in John 13 verse 18 we read all about Judas, the one who really did betray him. It came to pass. Number 13 is incredibly precise. In Psalm 69 verse 21 we read that the Messiah, he would be thirsty and he would be given vinegar, and of course in Matthew 27 verse 34 we see that came to pass. He was given vinegar on the cross. Number 14, in Isaiah 53 verse 5, we're going to come back to this. It says that the Messiah, he would bear the penalty for mankind's iniquities, and of course we know that happened. It came to pass, and you can read about that more in 2 Corinthians 5 verse 21, my favourite verse in the whole Bible. Number 15, a prophecy about the Lord Jesus Christ in Isaiah 53 says that he would be buried in a rich man's grave, and in Matthew 27 verse 57 we read about a rich man who said, let him go in my tomb. Who was this man? Joseph of Arimathea. Okay, number 16, it says in Zechariah 9 verse 9 that he would be beheld as a king, and he would ride into the city, the holy city, on a donkey, and in John 12 verse 12 to 13 we see that come to pass, and of course you know the story well. Number 17, he was born in Bethlehem. That's what it was predicted, that's what it was prophesied in Micah 5 verse 2, and you know of course in Matthew 2 verses 1 to 6 the Messiah, the Lord Jesus Christ, was born in Bethlehem. And then 18, it says the Messiah would be betrayed for 30 pieces of silver that was mentioned in Zechariah 11 verses 12 to 13, and of course it was fulfilled in Matthew 26 verses 14 to 15. All of these prophecies came true, all of them fulfilled precisely, incredibly, and I've got to ask you, what do you think of these prophecies? If you're an unbeliever listening right now, what goes through your mind when you hear these very precise things that were predicted and they came to pass thousands of years later? But I did say that I wanted to return to one of the prophecies. Well, it's actually the verse after it. Isaiah 53 verse 6 says, "All we like sheep have gone astray. We have turned every one to his own way, and the Lord has laid on him the iniquity of us all." That's what the cross was all about. It was like Jesus Christ swapped places with us. He was our substitute. Here we stood condemned with all of our sins. We're like sheep. We've gone astray. We think we know best. We've wandered far from the fold. We've wandered far from the shepherd. And yet Jesus Christ went after us, that one lost sheep. Whoever you are listening right now, you are that one lost sheep. Jesus Christ went to bring you back. He went to the cross to pay the price for your sin. He shed his blood on that cross. Even though all of these prophecies came to pass, all of them were worked together by God. He weaved together this beautiful salvation plan, and God was at work despite the fact that they pierced his son's hands and his feet, despite the fact that they mocked him, despite the fact he was betrayed by one of his closest friends, Judas Iscariot. All of this was worked together for your salvation, for my salvation, because someone had to die in our place, and that person was the Lord Jesus Christ. You do know that, don't you? That when you see those paintings of Jesus Christ, when you see the films, when you see the sufferings, when you hear all of this, it was done for you. A friend of mine who's also an evangelist, he might just watch this video. He's got a phrase and I like it very much. He says, "Jesus Christ loves the socks off you." And it's true. All of this was done because God has this extravagant love for you. He careth for you, as the scripture says, and he wants you to come to him, to have forgiveness of sins, and to know that my Redeemer lives, as one of the prophecies says. He's alive today and he's ready to save you. But the question needs to be asked, will you come to him? Can I be very personal with you right now? Last night I was sat on my sofa, I think you call it a couch if you're in America, and I was sat there and I was feeling a little bit sorry for myself, thinking on past friendships, thinking on, you know, how I've put so much into this YouTube channel that you're watching right now, and yet it doesn't answer anything. Thinking on all the things, all the dreams, all the things that I thought would make me happy, and yet it's all shaky ground. And then the Lord reminded me of that beautiful hymn, "On Christ the solid rock I stand, all other ground is sinking sand." And it's true, isn't it? All the ground around us is sinking. None of it's trustworthy. None of it will last. Friends will let us down, even our spouses will let us down, dreams will not fulfill what we thought they would, and all the things, all the trappings of this world, they're just empty, they're just vanity, they're just temporary. But there's one thing that is certain: the Lord Jesus Christ can wash away our sins, can give us eternal life, and he's preparing a mansion in the sky for all those who trust in him. And one day, if you put your trust in him, you'll see your Saviour, and that'll be certain. And nothing can take that away from me, and nothing can take that away from you if you put your trust in him today. But let me ask you a question. If you believe what I've just shown you is credible, and you think, wow, this book really did predict these things, and they really did come to pass, did you know there are some Bible prophecies that we have not yet seen come to pass? And if you want to see one that we're expecting to happen very, very soon, you might just want to check this video out. And if you would like to be updated on future Bible prophecies, please do subscribe, because we really do like to cover them here on this channel at Off the Curb Ministries. God bless you all, and thank you for watching.
Well, I'm sold. I'm definitely sold. Tika asked for that one right there. Tika, what you doing to me? One of the things I want to say, you know, everybody gets saved, and I got baptized. I think I done went through it like 2 or 3 times, and I'm like, this ain't working for me. I think one of the problems is no one in the churches that I've been going to, I'm not going to say, the churches I've been going to never broke down the Bible. Of course, we know the fundamentals of the Bible, the Old Testament and the New Testament, but he just made it clear to me that Okay, the Old Testament is before Christ came, and the New Testament is when Christ walked the earth and talks about him, and you see it's written in red anytime Jesus is speaking and all that good stuff. Okay. But it never dawned on me that they talking about before Christ came, and they talking about all the things that he would do or prophesize all the things that he would do. That just hit me. And then the New Testament is written things that he had done. Like for example, I'm assuming that when he walked the earth, they ain't know nothing about these scriptures of all and all these prophecies, but they wrote it anyway, like what they seen, and come find out they matched up. So when Jesus walked the earth, did he read the Old Testament and say, well, this is, since I'm Jesus, I should be doing this and I'm gonna make this come true? Or the people that, for example, gave him the vinegar, did they read that and say, well, we need to give him vinegar, because that's what this is saying? You feel what I'm saying? So I need to dive deep into that, man. That was very interesting, man. This is an eye-opener for me, you know. So y'all hit that subscribe button, hit that bell. Leave me a comment, man, if y'all know any more deeper. I'm nervous as I don't know what. I already feel my body and my life is about to change, y'all. And I thank y'all, man. Hit that subscribe button, hit that bell. Y'all take it light, take it slow. Tell them Uncle Mike told you so. Peace out. Whoa. The Trinity, yeah. Oh, hey, M. What's happening, M? Woo, we got through those, I guess. Let's see what's coming up. Dex. Man, we were supposed to do the mute. Let me close this door, man. It's cold. My legs are cold. When it's cold outside. Dun, 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 dun. I got the month of May. Hey. Oh my goodness. That's something we can get into. What is up, YouTube? How y'all doing? Yeah. Check it out. Dex has dropped another one, man. Love your videos, man. The quality of your videos is off the chain. Featuring Tom McDonald. Hit that subscribe button, hit that bell. Appreciate all the subscribers and all that type of stuff. So let's just check this bad boy out. Groups, anybody who served, and then you have to come back to this land and you feel like you're not appreciated. We appreciate you. We appreciate you. There's been plenty of times I'm doing video for fundraisers and they raising money for troops that's, you don't know what they have been through, man, and they can't sleep and they committing suicide. They're committing so many suicidal people, you know, because they can't cope with normal life because they so used to being in the military. And a friend of mine who actually was in the military, who's helped putting together these events to help these soldiers not commit suicide, he turns around and commits suicide. So that really touched me, man. And I'm like, oh my gracious, everybody is puzzled over this one. I mean, he was a good guy doing positive things, and he took his own life. He had a beautiful daughter, little daughter and everything. I'm like, how can you do this? You know, so you don't know what's going through people's mind. So please, let's pray for them, and let's support them, man. Let's support them most definitely. Look here, I'm gonna get on out of here. Y'all take it light, take it slow. Tell them Uncle Mike told you so. Peace out. What's the poll to hear about the echo? What's the poll about the echo? That's what that's all I want to know. All right, what's this next? What is? We done did this. Tika Dex. Okay, we finished with the Patreon stuff. Hold on, what is this? This is only 3 minutes. Where this come from? What is up, YouTube? How y'all doing? Yeah. 55% say no echo. Okay. Well, I prefer not to do the echo because that'll give me more desk space to get rid of the echo. The whole echo, just for the echo, that thing is kind of big. Anyway, what's going on? XG Halloween. Hit that subscribe button, hit that bell. Let's check this bad boy out.
First we rockin', that's how we roll. Block is hot cause X flip that dome. Tough as diamonds, no sticks and stones. That's connected like tic-tac-toe. Lights go out and my pack just grow. Opposition, my prey, my foes. Game of hunger, I'll bring that smoke. You don't want no smoke. Thanks out, attack on 3, that's a man down. I've been throwing these paws like a handout. Too many cap and I be losing head count. Sit a red dot. I like to cook so I humble my dinner. My appetite only get bigger and bigger. If I too wolf then it must be a thriller. Woke up in blood so I must be a killer.
No way out when it fades out, can't hide in the dark. Cause when the moonlight on the full rise is going down, nothing can stop her and dangerous. So don't play with us, could be dangerous. So run if you hear the sound, the sound. Cause that's how we howl. That's how we howlin', growlin', wildin'.
I like that part.
That's how we howlin', growlin', wildin'. Where are you now?
Moonwalk on a rooftop like a wolf. I move like that geograph with a zoom shot. Hoorah, huddle up, bring in the whole squad. These places not for you to reenact. First down and you know how we adapt. Touchdown and you know how we impact. Cut the throw, got the goal. Rewind the video, do it when you get it, run it back. You unleash the beast. Call it Wolfgang cause we back to feast. Call it first hand, a new type of breed. Never sees, I got mouths to feed. Listen to hear the howling. Sound of a couple thousand albums. Now the fear surrounded. I move with silence. Group like a group of wilders. No choice but to choose the violence.
Can't break out, no escape route. There's nowhere to hide. It's close to midnight and the night skies come hunting down. Nothing can stop or endanger us. If you anger us, could be dangerous. So run if you hear the sound, the sound. Cause that's how we howl. That's how we howlin', growlin', wildin'. That's how we howlin', growlin', wildin'. Where are you now? Welcome to the world where the strongest won't survive. Too late to run away, you better kneel and pray. We're howling in the dark. That's how we howlin', growlin', wildin'. That's how we howlin', growlin', wildin'. Where are you now?
Nice video, man. Ooh. We howling, howling, howling. Nice video, man. Like the hook. I like the way the melody comes in with the hook and everything. I think that was a real good touch that they added. That, hey, XG, baby, how you be? Let's check that bad boy out. Look here, I'm going to get on up out of here, man. Y'all hit that subscribe button, hit that bell. Let me know in the comments what you think about that video. That jump was hot. Take it light, take it slow. Tell them Uncle Mike told you so. Peace out. 55% no, 45% said yes. So no echo. We've been outvoted. No echo. Definitely on the serious stuff. What is this right here? Pete and bass. Okay, Pete and bass. Pete and bass. Let's get it, baby. Let's get it. Yeah, there you go. That's what we're going to do, Tika. What is up, YouTube? How y'all doing? Yeah. Check it out. We both, all three of us agreed. Okay, most definitely. I agree with that, too. I agree, too. I be forgetting. I'm so used to stepping on it. Hey, check this out, man. Pete and Bass, man. Action, man. Y'all hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell. These my boys right here, because you know they are on they my age. You know, they giving me inspiration to say you're never too old to do this thing, man. So y'all hit that subscribe button and hit that bell. Let's check it out.
Chin wagging a boozer, quick cat and a moolah. Boy talk to me nicely or it's a click bang with a Ruger. Neck 5 of the Jacksons, straight face when I back to him. And if he's talking figures, then man, I'm deaf as a action.
2 glass of the Goldens, who mark me order? Tom fold him and at my wrist, you get hit with a whiff when I'm walking. Strip tag, 𝗟𝗡𝗡𝗞, get laid, back to Nina. If I goddamn toasted jams, I jump out the jar and I slap the geezer.
Got slapped with a sentence, went down, came back with a vengeance, and now I'm bringing that smoke in a silk cut suit while I'm puffing on a Benson wood pound. It's happening, ladies, eyes on the prize while I hold the door. And if I put I don't pay the paper, leave a scar on his face like Voldemort.
VV's on my necklace shining, 10 large and a watch and chain. Pour gin in a highball glass, roll bud to the finest strain. Get high with a wife, she's naked, heads up by the pool in Spain. Come jump on a jumbo jet, I take you mile high while I pop champagne.
Load in a clip then spray, had a man lit like Christmas Day. Drop down and I made him pray, you know what I mean, in a Christian way. Put jewels in a Jesus pendant, Lord forgive me if I strike him down. And if a man try to take the stash, he gets wrapped like packs of the white and brown.
Kitchen king with the pots and pans, trap line pings and I drop that brand. Whip that work like a Boston cream, it's time to make dough, no dunking man. Got Matt to feed, bricks to the work and a pan of weed. Chef kiss when I serve them up, I know golden man to be proud of me.
Clean as a cut, TCP, eyes on the block, CCTV. And the shit packs like DPD, so the boys on the beat won't leave us be. I'm calling, baby, sipping on a glass of the boba, baby. Look, son, I'm a superstar, and that's why you go wanna fornicate me.
Whip German and Guten Tag, quick puff on a Cuban dog. If a man don't play that part, act up, get shot like a movie star. Slick demeanor, you know me cool like Mr. Vina. If a man try cross the line, I'll get hit with more than a misdemeanor.
Chin wagging a boozer, quick cat and a moolah. Boy talk to me nicely or it's a click bang with a Ruger. Neck 5 of the Jacksons, straight face when I back to him. And if he's talking figures, then man, I'm deaf as a action.
2 glass of the Goldens, who mark me order? Tom fold him and at my wrist, you get hit with a whiff when I'm walking. Strip tag, 𝗟𝗡𝗡𝗞, get laid, back to Nina. If I goddamn toasted jams, I jump out the jar and I slap the geezer.
Hey, I like that beat, man. The boom, that's hot right there, man. That's slamming. Little simple beat though. I like the simple beat, man. Action, man. Time for some action. Look here, man. I'm gonna get on up out of here. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell. Y'all take it light, take it slow. Tell them Uncle Mike told you so. Peace out. Yeah, I guess it's time for something new. Hear the echo. It's time to make some changes, baby. It's time. Talking about the time. Yep. Time to make a change. And I like it. I like it, baby. I like it. What is this right here? You may never vote again. Oprah Winfrey from... What is up, YouTube? Check it out, man. You may never vote again. Y'all hit that subscribe button and hit that bell. I have no idea. I have no idea. My team put things up. This is the first time reaction. So hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell. Let's check this bad boy out.
Oprah Winfrey. Oprah Winfrey comes out yesterday. And here's what she said. I'll see about it. Oprah Winfrey comes out yesterday.
Okay.
And says the following thing yesterday. Rob, if you got the clip, folks, you got to see this. Because after you watch this, I'm going to show you a different clip of what Oprah said. But go ahead and play this clip, Rob.
We don't get to sit.
Raise the audio.
Out. If we don't show up tomorrow,
listen,
it is entirely possible that we will not have the opportunity to ever cast a ballot again. And
by the way, this is the same person that said this to Trump nearly 40 years ago. Go ahead, Rob.
This sounds like political presidential talk to me, and I know people have talked to you about whether or not you want to run. Would you ever?
Probably not, but I do get tired of seeing the country ripped off.
Why would you not?
I just don't think I really have the inclination to do it. I love what I'm doing. I really like it.
Also, it doesn't pay as well.
No, it doesn't. But, you know, I just probably wouldn't do it, Oprah. I probably wouldn't, but I do get tired of seeing what's happening with this country. And if it got so bad, I would never want to rule it out totally, because I really am tired of seeing what's happening with this country, how we're really making other people live like kings, and we're not.
You've said, though, that if you did run for president, you believe you'd win.
Well, I don't know. I think I'd win. I tell you what, I wouldn't go in to lose. I've never gone in to lose in my life. And if I did decide to do it, I think I'd be inclined. I would say that I would have a hell of a chance of winning, because I think people, I don't know how your audience feels, but I think people are tired of seeing the United States ripped off. I can't promise you everything, but I can tell you one thing. This country would make one hell of a lot of money from those people that for 25 years have taken advantage. It wouldn't be the way it's been, believe me.
By the way, you know what's funny? Do you know the story is that at that time, it was supposed to be Trump running for office with Oprah Winfrey as his VP. Really? That's kind of how the story was about. And how do you go from that, being a good friend, to saying if he gets elected, what's the level of Oprah Winfrey to be able to influence any votes today? Do you think she's able to flip, or does she get the same audience that listens to her?
I think Americans are more and more I think a celebrity endorsement can be a liability. Most Americans realize that someone like that is so out of touch, has zero in common with anybody. So when was the last time she flew commercially, really? Like, you're gonna take your cues from somebody like that? So I think it's just incredibly condescending, and it's very interesting to me that the left has always tried to garner as much support from celebrities that are totally out of touch. I mean, I think it's actually, I think it really does work against them. It really does.
I'm hearing that a lot, and I am believing it a lot, because a lot of the people that I talk to, they don't have a clue of what's going on, man. That's not cool.
I mean,
Okay, so let me ask you this. If Oprah doesn't work for you, how about J-Lo crying? Anybody saw J-Lo crying? Does J-Lo crying influence you? I mean, she's in pain, guys. She's emotional. Rob, if you have a clip of J-Lo crying,
I might get emotional.
I don't want you to. I just don't be fooled by the rocks that she's got, but play the clip, Rob. Go ahead.
Sure. She looks good for her age, I'll tell you that much.
I promised myself I wouldn't get emotional, but you know what? You know what? We should be emotional. We should be upset. We should be scared and outraged. We should. Our pain matters. We matter. You matter. Your voice and your vote matters. And look, don't be afraid to make people around you uncomfortable. Invite people around you to be the change, to go out there and vote. Nobody likes having tough conversations or talking about politics, but trust me, I've been in some of these rooms. I see the way power works in this country. They love it when you do nothing, okay? A non-vote is an agreement. It just makes it easier for them to do whatever they want, whatever serves them. And this election is about your life. It's about you and me and my kids and your kids. Don't make it easy. Make them pay attention to you. That's your power. That's your power.
By the way,
your vote is your
Rob, if you want to
power.
pause it, do you believe her?
No, not at all.
Do you believe what she's saying? Do you get the reaction that she's being genuine, or do you think she's just reading a teleprompter? Vinny, what do you think? What do you think people are reacting when J-Lo talks to what she does?
By the way, am I the only one that just sees somebody that had, is it just me, or that once Diddy's list and everything came out, everybody that was talking with Diddy, you know what that sounded like to me?
Most definitely.
I know Diddy has probably footage of me doing God knows what, and I was involved with a lot. Please, please, vote for Kamala, because they'll probably protect me when shit hits the fan. That's what it is, bro. And yeah, you guys ready for a fact? You guys ready for this? Donald Trump was endorsed by RFK, Tulsi Gabbard, Elon Musk, Joe Rogan, Tucker, Dr. Phil, Buzz Aldrin, everybody. And guess what Kamala got? The Diddy list, period. That's the Diddy list. Usher, remember Usher? Usher was like, you know, Usher was on The View and he was like, I don't get into the politics thing. He probably got a phone call and he came out in a robe dress and he was like, vote for Kamala, please. It's a joke. It's a joke. I don't trust any of them.
Time.
Period.
One of the best decisions I ever made in my life was joining the U.S. Army. When I served the 101st Airborne Division Air Assault, the level of pride of America being the greatest country in the world went to the roof. If you are a veteran, or if you support veterans, you have family members, Veterans Day, we have brand spanking new gear for you to choose from, a whole plethora of options of what to choose from, with shirts that say we support armed veterans, I am an armed veteran, dog tags, shirts, hats, all of the different gears that we have. And for the first 250 people that place an order, you have the option of 12 to 15 brand spanking new mugs that we have. One says Angry Patriot, another one says BizDoc, another one has got the U.S. flag, another one has PBD Podcast or Valuetainment or A Future Looks Bright. Go to VTmerch.com, place your order for Veterans Day. These things are going to go very quickly, and you'll get a custom mug that'll be sent your way.
All right.
So if you like this clip and you want to watch another one, click right here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click right here.
Man, that was quick. I thought it was, I didn't know it was going to be. Oh, it's 7 minutes. Great points, man. Great points. And these are the points that stand in my head, because I keep listening for the Democratic side to say something valuable other than get out there and vote. Your vote counts and everything. And I'm purple. I'm in the middle. But teach me this thing, because I don't know anything about politics. Only thing I do know is when I talk to the Republican side, the Trump supporters, oh man, they try to break down too many things at one time. So you saying that, yeah, you need to do this, you need to listen, look this up, and understand this and understand that, understand. You got to wake up. You got to wake up and understand. You got to read it and understand it for yourself. And once you start talking to them, then they really realize that if you're seeking for information, I'm seeking for information, and then they start spilling things out. The average person I talk to, and I'm still looking. I'm not saying all of them. You can't say all in any situation, but it seems like they just pushing their thoughts on you. Well, where's this? Can I research it, man? Come on, everybody know that. You know, that type of thing. Anyway, I'm going to get on up out of here. Y'all take it light, take it slow. Hit that subscribe button, hit that bell. Tell them Mike Cross told you so. Peace out. Is that better? I hope that was better. Eddie Murphy revealed exactly why he refused to film with Tyler Perry. That's what I'm talking about. Thank you, Tika. See, I listen. You, Tika, you know I listen to you. I don't want to, but I listen. I'm just playing. What is up, YouTube? How y'all doing? All that good stuff. This right here is a video that my team and I, we've been looking for and everything, and I'm going to try to keep things short. I think I just put a video up, man, and I kind of went overboard, and I want to apologize if I offended anybody. I'm not here to offend people. I'm here to learn and understand what's going on. Our channel is taking a transition, and I'm human. Sometimes I make mistakes. But Eddie Murphy, when I was growing up, it's amazing to see somebody go from a stage to a big mega star. You know, then Tyler Perry started off in the churches and different things. Then he grows up to be basically close to a mega star. So long story short, Eddie Murphy reveals exactly why he refused to film with Tyler Perry. So y'all hit that subscribe button, hit that bell. Oops, I did a little bit. No more echo. They saying no more echo. So let's check it out, y'all.
I went to after party once. Eddie is a recluse. He shows up nowhere. If I find him, I will corner him.
Tyler Perry is gay. I know he's gay. He knows he's gay. We all have friends that know he's gay. I've hung around Tyler Perry. I've known Tyler Perry for years.
Everybody assumes that Tyler Perry is gay. I said it. I would love to work with Eddie. Eddie won't return my calls.
Eddie Murphy just dropped a bombshell about why he'll never set foot on set with Tyler Perry, ever. And it's more disturbing than you think.
My motto in life is just be happy with.
Murphy spills the disturbing reason behind his refusal, hinting that Perry's alleged inappropriate behavior toward male actors might be far worse than anyone realized.
Tyler Perry told his male actors they're not allowed to consort with me because I saw you at a Diddy party, Tyler.
What?
And you were having a glorious time.
Could Tyler Perry really have crossed a line with Murphy? And how many more Hollywood stars have been keeping quiet about similar encounters? This eye-opening confession is bound to make waves and expose some of the industry's darkest secrets.
Everybody assumes that Tyler Perry is gay. I said it.
For years, there's been a rumor mill grinding away about what really goes on behind the scenes of Tyler Perry's productions. But no one really expected Eddie Murphy to join the conversation, and in such a big way. Murphy, known for his wit and sarcasm, usually stays out of other celebrities' drama. But this time, he's making sure the world knows why he's keeping his distance. So apparently Eddie Murphy had enough and decided to set the record straight about why he won't work with Perry, even though they could have made some serious cash together. In a candid moment, Eddie allegedly revealed that on a set years ago, Perry had crossed a line. Not just your usual behind-the-scenes clash, not just a diva moment. No, we're talking about behavior that made Murphy downright uncomfortable.
Eddie is a recluse. He shows up nowhere. If I find him, I will corner him.
Word on the street is that Murphy experienced or heard of Perry's odd behavior. Rumors that Perry got way too handsy and personal with some of his male co-stars. Sources close to Murphy claim he was taken aback by these rumors, and they were enough to make him swear off any future collaboration with Perry.
Tyler Perry told his male actors they're not allowed to consort with me because I saw you at a Diddy party, Tyler. And you were having a glorious time.
The reason Tyler and Eddie Murphy haven't teamed up seems to go a bit deeper. Right now, people around the world are waking up to just how vulnerable Black lives really are. mainly because of all the messed up outcomes tied to systemic issues. With the Black Lives Matter movement gaining steam, more folks are realizing how important it is to push for real change, especially when it comes to economic empowerment.
The president of the Canadian Black Chamber of Commerce says more businesses are seeking her help.
Eddie's been dropping some hints about shady stuff going on in the industry, and it's got people wondering if Tyler Perry might be mixed up in it. Funny enough, Eddie's only Oscar nomination came from Dreamgirls, which was directed by Bill Condon. And in interviews, Eddie even admitted he didn't give that role the same effort he puts into his comedy work. It's like he's low-key exposing how things can get pretty twisted behind the scenes in Hollywood.
One of the greatest, funniest people of all time was George Carlin, and he received this award posthumously.
Critics are still breaking down Eddie's iconic performance in The Nutty Professor, where he went all out with makeup and prosthetics to play the entire Klump family. And it wasn't just a one-time thing. He pulled off the same magic in the Coming to America movies, especially in that hilarious barbershop scene everyone remembers.
I'm just saying I stopped liking Cassius Clay once he changed the name to Muhammad Ali.
That's Cuban Jr. in the barber chair. I never even knew that, y'all, until all this Diddy stuff started coming out.
The same magic
I never
in the
knew
Coming
that.
to America movies, especially
Looking real
in that
young.
hilarious
Look at him.
barbershop scene everyone remembers.
I'm just saying I stopped liking Cassius Clay once he changed the name to Muhammad Ali.
During a chat on the Real Blend podcast with Coming to America director Craig Brewer, we got into the topic of Eddie Murphy's repeated snubs by the Academy. Brewer didn't hold back, saying, "It really bothers me. I feel like it's even more stilted against Eddie because people think it's easy for him. Sure, maybe some things come naturally to Eddie, but what people don't see is the work behind the scenes. I see him in the makeup chair, listening to music, getting into the zone, rehearsing lines. On set, he doesn't mess around. He goes back to his chair between takes and gets into this trance, working and working. There's real craft there, but I worry people assume, oh, Eddie's just being funny, like always. That's not true. Yes, he's hilarious, but it's not just flipping a switch. Netizens agree it's an unfair judgment, and Eddie isn't the only comedian overlooked by the Academy. One Twitter user didn't hold back, blasting Perry's movies as biased and even making a video calling them trash for the world to see. And it sounds like she's got a lot more on her mind, too.
I'm not a Tyler Perry fan, so this is what I got to say. It's funny how he got all this money to do everything but the right thing.
The woman didn't stop there. She boldly claimed that Tyler Perry has a fear of white people, suggesting it influences how he makes his movies and the choices he makes. Her strong statement gained some traction, and others jumped in to share their thoughts on Tyler and his work.
And they said they loved the script, but they wasn't sure how the film was going to turn out, so they passed.
These videos imply that there might be a hidden truth beneath the surface. The question arises, what could be Tyler Perry's secret that has led some dark-skinned actors to decline working with him? Tyler Perry has certainly made a huge impact, rising from the Atlanta theater scene to dominating the box office with his Medea series. But like any success story, his journey hasn't been without its bumps and controversies. There are whispers that Perry's ego may have gotten a bit out of hand, leading to clashes with big names like Oprah. In Hollywood, the game can be cutthroat, and sometimes you have to get a little ruthless to succeed, and it seems Tyler Perry isn't above that kind of pressure.
And when I'm hearing all this noise, man, it was crazy because there were no black people on television. Before diversity became a thing, Tyler Perry was the only one out there for a long time.
Tyler Perry's leap into television with his sitcom House of Pain was a major move, but it came with its fair share of drama. When he was negotiating a syndication deal and a spin-off series called Meet the Browns, things got a bit messy. According to Deadline, Perry fired 4 writers who were asking for union contracts, which set off some serious outrage in the industry. Writer Terry Jackson didn't hold back, saying, "We were good enough to create over 100 episodes, but now that it's time to benefit from the syndication and spin-offs, he decides to let us go unless we accept a terrible offer." Perry's response? He pretty much said he'd just take over all the writing himself, but that wasn't the end of the union clashes. In 2015, actor unions SAG-AFTRA and Actors Equity banned their members from participating in Perry's stage play Medea on the Run because his production company refused to sign union contracts. It seems like Perry is all about raking in as much cash as possible, but not everyone is on board with his approach.
There's a camera on you, baby. There's a camera on me right back behind you.
Oh, hello, praise the Lord. We'd like to tell everybody in Dallas that we are on our way. Thank you.
After the success of House of Pain and Meet the Browns, African-American journalist and cultural critic Jamilah Lemieux wrote an open letter to Tyler Perry that was published by NPR. In her letter, Lemieux shared her unease with Perry's reliance on stereotypes in his work. She expressed her thoughts, saying, "Through her, the country has laughed at one of the most important members of the Black community, Mother Dear, the beloved matriarch. I just can't quite get with seeing Mother Dear played by a 6'3" man with prosthetic breasts flopping in the wind. Our mothers and grandmothers deserve much more than that. Heck, our fathers and grandfathers deserve more." Mr. Perry, you have told the Hollywood old guard to kiss your backside, and I appreciate that, brother. But many Black folks have expressed some of the very same attitudes about your work that white critics have. Acclaimed director Spike Lee is also among the notable figures who have criticized Tyler Perry for his use of stereotypical characters. Lee has been vocal about this issue, openly addressing his concerns with Perry's approach to storytelling.
But I still think there a lot of stuff that's on today is coonery buffoonery. And I know it's making a lot of money.
Spike Lee pointed out that movies filled with stereotypes are part of why folks like Tyler Perry are breaking records. He thinks the industry could really up its game by steering clear of those biased, one-dimensional flicks that just don't cut it.
Breaking records, but we could do better.
Tyler Perry's way of casting and creating characters has caught viewers' attention, sparking conversations about his business strategy. Some people feel that he often casts dark-skinned actors as the villains, while making white-skinned characters the heroes in his films and shows. This viewpoint has led to some pretty heated discussions among his audience.
Pitiful Black woman being abused by a no-good, dark-skinned man, and then saved and rescued by the perfect light-skinned man.
During an event, Chris Rock called out a recurring
I never
theme
looked
in
at it
Tyler
that way.
Perry's movies, highlighting how there's often a lack of kind and respectful Black boyfriends in his films. He made his point by referencing Tupac Shakur, suggesting that Perry's movies could benefit from more diverse character portrayals. Rock quipped, "Tupac might be a political leader if he were alive, but then again, Tupac might be in a Tyler Perry movie right now. You never know. He might be the bad, dark-skinned boyfriend in a Tyler Perry flick." Rock was pointing out that Tupac was a legendary and influential rapper during his time, but if he ever landed a role in a Tyler Perry movie, it's likely he wouldn't be cast as a hero given Perry's usual casting choices. He went on to say, "I'd hope he's a senator, but he might just be kicking Jill Scott down a flight of stairs." In Tyler Perry movies, there's always this pattern. Rock's perspective echoed Spike Lee's criticism, as both emphasized that some popular films might find success due to Tyler Perry's biased casting and storytelling choices. They raised important questions about how this kind of ideology affects the film industry as a whole.
Are we going back to Mantan Moreland and sleep and eat?
Yet, if those films, I mean, we're talking about Tyler Perry at this point.
When you dig deeper into the entertainment industry, it's evident that colorism has been an issue lurking in the shadows for way too long. Hollywood has especially faced a lot of heat recently, with media-driven campaigns and hashtags making waves from Twitter to TV news. While there have been plenty of scandals, it's important to remember that one of the first big names to draw negative attention to the industry was Harvey Weinstein, who was convicted of S offenses. In 2017, a flood of SA allegations came to light, exposing the darker side of Hollywood's culture.
There's a new documentary that is all about the dark side of Hollywood and how some power players allegedly use their positions to prey on young, aspiring actors.
However, we also know that Tyler Perry has always had a controversial image in Hollywood. Some admire his empire-building story. Others criticize his on-set practices, claiming he has a history of being too comfortable with his male actors. Some have even hinted that his behavior veers into inappropriate territory, with Perry using his position to intimidate or pressure his colleagues.
Yeah, we riding around this Tyler Perry studio. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Like, I never even seen nothing like this.
You see, Diddy and Tyler have been tight for years. Business partners, frequent award show attendees, and yes, party buddies. But as more details from Diddy's alleged freak-offs are beginning to leak, actors and actresses in Hollywood are now reconsidering their relationship with Tyler. Can you blame them?
Monique, baby.
Who wants to be associated with that kind of mess? You can't blame anyone for not wanting their name next to someone who might just be in too deep with the, let's call them, questionable choices Diddy allegedly made. Sure, Tyler Perry has built an empire, a black billionaire, and one of the most powerful figures in Hollywood. But let's not forget the whispers that have followed him for years. From his oversimplified depictions of black culture to the cringeworthy narrative that black women should settle for less in life and love, he's drawn criticism from some corners of the community for how his films portray our struggles. And now, those whispers are turning into shouts as black actors are wondering if being part of the Tyler Perry machine is really worth it, especially if he's mixed up in Diddy's alleged antics. There's more. Rumor has it, there's video evidence from one of Diddy's infamous parties that could land Tyler Perry right in the middle of this scandal. Now, we know Tyler's been trying to play it cool, maybe thinking this would all blow over. But with Diddy's own personal ex-bodyguard, Gene Deal, all but confirming that there's some real dirt coming down the pipeline, it's starting to look like Perry might not be able to outrun this one.
But all this is bigger than Diddy. It's bigger than Diddy, bro. Because you know who else they was doing investigation on?
You've got to wonder, what else are these tapes going to show? Could Tyler, the supposed handler, be on the verge of getting thrown under the bus as Diddy tries to save himself?
And he got to put something together real soon because they not playing with him. He has to put something together real soon and say, yo, listen to me. I know this, I know that. It's way bigger than Diddy.
If Hollywood's turning on Perry, it's not hard to see why. His name has been coming up in some pretty unsavory places. And we all know how Hollywood's facade of glitz and glam has been slipping for years. And now with these kinds of allegations coming to light, actresses are starting to ask the tough questions. Why sign up to work with a man who might be implicated in something as scandalous as this? A man who, according to these rumors, was more than just a bystander at these parties but actively involved. It's not a good look, Tyler. Not at all. Even Ice Cube, who's been in the game for decades, hinted that some big names might fall soon, and that Tyler could be one of them.
People are very polarized in all kind of ways. People are afraid to speak out.
Why else would Ice Cube drop such cryptic warnings if there wasn't something brewing behind the scenes? Hollywood is clearly shaking, and Perry is caught in the storm. The timing is suspicious too. On the other hand, the actors and actresses who have refused to work with Tyler Perry are also starting to speak up, not about the films themselves, but about the man behind the curtain. Well, Monique revealed some shocking details about how Lee Daniels has supposedly helped Tyler Perry undermine other artists, including herself.
I've never seen so many cowards and black men in this business. I would have to put my brother Tyler Perry in there.
Well, Tyler Perry is no stranger to controversy, but his treatment of Monique may just be the tip of the iceberg, and it's got actresses running for the hills. You might not believe it, but Tyler allegedly blackballed Monique from Hollywood.
I've got to say it's blatantly unfair.
A few months ago, Monique took the stage at the Apollo Theater and unleashed her thoughts on Tyler Perry, Lee Daniels, and Oprah Winfrey, accusing them of blacklisting her after her role in Precious. According to her, Tyler was one of the ringleaders behind her being shut out of Hollywood. Despite winning an Oscar, she found herself labeled difficult and sidelined for simply wanting fair compensation. Now, Monique isn't just stirring up drama for no reason. Rumor has it she's ready to spill more about Tyler Perry's behind-the-scenes antics, and it's enough to make actresses think twice about working with him. In 2009, Monique was asked to promote Precious without being paid. After refusing, things spiraled. Suddenly, stories leaked about her being hard to work with, and she became Hollywood's new problem. But Monique connected the dots. It wasn't just a coincidence. Someone was working against her, and Tyler Perry was at the center. Despite years of demanding an apology from Perry and Oprah, Monique has received nothing but silence, which only makes her more determined to reveal the truth.
She said, if you don't want me to have your brother on the show, I will cancel the show. No show will happen, but I wanted to call you up.
However, 50 Cent ain't too thrilled with Tyler Perry for allegedly blackballing Monique and basically sending her career on a roller coaster to nowhere.
And I said, but you Tyler Perry, and you never told anyone to work with him.
While addressing Cancel Culture 50, recalled confronting Perry about the role he played in Monique not getting cast in any major roles.
I was like, cancel, like Monique, why is she canceled?
The rapper then spoke about how Tyler Perry never stood by Monique as she was getting canceled. He said,
He's like, nah, I never told no one not to work with her. And I said, but you Tyler Perry, and you never told anyone to work work with it.
50 expressed his confusion about why Monique was out of work for 13 years because of something she said. 50 Cent made it clear that he's determined to see Monique back on top in Hollywood, and he's not waiting for anyone else to make it happen. The Candy Shop rapper announced that he's taking matters into his own hands to revive the comedian's career, but before doing so, he gave certain influential figures the opportunity to make things right. I'm sure Oprah Winfrey and Tyler Perry wouldn't want their influence to keep damaging the 𝗟𝗡𝗡 Worldwide's career. And this has gone on for far too long, 50 Cent wrote. Now would be the perfect time to apologize because I'm bringing her back. I don't miss. From the looks of it, it seems like Tyler Perry have controlled Monique's career because if he wanted, then she might get work in the industry, and that's what 50 pointed out.
And I said, but you Tyler Perry, and you never told anyone to work with it.
Regardless of everything, 50 Cent isn't buying into the Tyler Perry hype, and he's made that clear. In fact, he's throwing major shade at Perry's empire, suggesting that Perry's success might have come at the expense of perpetuating harmful stereotypes about black identity. And now it is in the form of movies and shows in which we have seen how Tyler's movies always have black-skinned actors as villains. One major example is Steve Harris, who played Charles McCarter in Tyler's one of the most classic movies, Diary of the Black Mad Woman. He was a successful lawyer, but far from being an ideal husband. Shockingly, Charles discloses to his wife Helen the existence of another woman in his life and proceeds to treat her rudely, eventually kicking her out of their home. Blair Underwood portrayed the character Carlos in one of his movies. Carlos is depicted as a controlling investment banker who exercises dominance and control over his girlfriend in the film.
Must be out your mind.
Blair Underwood, known for his role in LA Law, has been a prominent figure in Hollywood for over 4 decades. His career began in the 1980s, and he has seen different phases as a black actor in the industry. Underwood recently shared insights into his early career and his encounter with Oscar-winning actor Sidney Poitier.
And of course, this is what the kids are now calling a classic movie. Black classic movie. Isn't that cute? Isn't that cute?
I heard that. I like that. A classic movie.
A classic.
Okay.
During the 1980s, the representation of black faces on screen was rare, and the roles available were often limited and stereotypical, which didn't provide much variety for black TV viewers. Blair Underwood personally witnessed these challenges. He and Denzel Washington were seen as prime examples of black male representation on TV and in film during that era, receiving praise and recognition for their work.
You know, these 4 black women in the hood, and like now we're gonna do girls in the hood, and there was a little pushback. Like, why they only want to see us as slaves or in the hood and Hollywood?
The challenges of limited and stereotypical roles for black actors seemed to persist into the 1990s. Blair Underwood recalled that during this period, virtually every black actor and actress in Hollywood, regardless of their name recognition or skill level, found themselves auditioning for the same roles, highlighting the lack of diverse opportunities in the industry.
I've been a history buff like most of my life. I love history. You do? I don't know a lot about history, but I love it.
Philip Van Leer also got the chance to play a villain in Tyler's movies. He had a prominent recurring role in the first and second seasons of the show as a D-dealer.
No. Hey, Harry, Brenda, Harry.
Hey.
Harry's a high school coach.
Ian Overman also appeared as a negative character in one of Tyler's movies named 𝗵𝗍 Goes to Jail as Linda Davis. Linda in the movie, an envious assistant district attorney who is engaged to Joshua. She secretly engages in illegal activities such as fraud, evidence tampering, and providing false legal documents involving some of the people she has prosecuted. Ron Rico Lee portrayed Chuck, an assistant district attorney and Joshua's friend in the film. Another actor, Brian White, was signed as a villain by Tyler Perry in his film I Can Do Bad All by Myself. He played the role of Randy, who is an abusive boyfriend and the antagonist of the show.
I seen the way you've been looking at me. See, this here my house, and I could let you, the 2 little nappy boys, stay here.
Right.
You might notice that all the negative characters in Tyler's movies and shows are very abusive towards women. This thing has been very concerning, and many people raise their voices for this too. One such example was seen in his shows 𝗓𝗓𝗡𝗓. 𝗓 seems to revolve around the lives of 4 black men as they navigate various aspects of their lives, including relationships, friendships, and careers.
She said she moving in. She seemed nervous.
I'm a little confused.
Wait.
Okay, take it back.
Now, the question is, what's the reason behind such behavior with black actors? For some, it seems Perry's interactions might be tied to a need to maintain authority or even a desire to keep a hold on his productions, especially when he's working with major stars who have their own power and influence, like Eddie Murphy. Besides, rumors have swirled around Perry's with whispers that his private life and identity may influence how he interacts with certain actors. Allegedly, this could mean that Perry's on-set behavior isn't just about control and authority. It might be crossing a line into something more personal. So if Eddie's claim reveals anything, it's that Perry's complex relationship with his black peers may be far from the supportive, inclusive image he's projected for years. Fans are also echoing Murphy's sentiments, questioning whether Tyler Perry is the genuine figure he portrays to the public. One person on the internet wrote, "Perry is not the person he wants people to think he is. He's a snake." Another one added, "It could be true concerning Tyler Perry, and the truth will come out. And that goes for any messing over a person that has worked for them. You will reap what you sown." So, will Tyler Perry respond to this? Will other actors come forward with their own stories? For now, Eddie's decision to spill the tea has people reevaluating what they thought they knew about one of Hollywood's biggest names. From the looks of it, this Hollywood feud just took a very unexpected turn. That's it for today, folks. Until next time, goodbye.
Wow. Tyler, you got some explaining to do. One of the things that the Monique situation, we did a reaction to that, and I really broke down some things. But now I'm sitting here like understanding a lot of the movies and stuff I haven't seen, and I need to go check them out. But Tyler, you know you was wrong for what you did to Monique, because you called her and said, I'm apologize, and I'm a publicly apologize. So she recorded that. That's the part that kills me. But then it was like on one condition or something like this, where we'll meet and I want you to apologize to me, but you can't bring your husband, which is her manager. Oh my gracious, these people. Anyway, man, I'm gonna get on up out of here. Y'all put in the comments that I'm an ender. Let me know if you're an ender. Appreciate everybody. Hit that subscribe button, hit that bell, and y'all take it light, take it slow. Tell them Uncle Mike told you so. Peace out. What's happening? I saw a new face up there. Jim, what's happening? So much MIDI. Fun studio, gorgeous studio. Thank you so much. I built it. I built the studio. Him. Yep. Shall I call you Mr.? Mr. Bloody straightforward. Yeah. Yeah. Uh-oh. Here we go. Here we go. Whoa. Lionel B show. Yeah. Oh yeah, Tika, I gotta start getting originals from you and everything. What's up, YouTube? How y'all doing, man? Check this out without a doubt. One of Diddy's accusers exposed a list of celebs and his mom caught on tape. What? So far, I haven't looked too deep into Diddy's mother, and I've been hearing some of the things she's been saying. Oh my gosh, shame on you. Shame on well, a mother, like they said, like the lawyer said, I expect that from a mother. Mother's going to protect they son or daughter, they kids.
And when they did the raid,
so y'all hit that subscribe button, hit that bell, man. Let's get into this video, man. Let's check it out.
someone said that when they did the raid, I'm on them tapes, and there's multiple A-list celebrities running the on me, including certain people
Hit a train
that
smoke.
are presidential.
Now, peeps, I sat down today.
Hold up. Wow. This, man, I'm letting y'all know. I'm trying to tell y'all, man, I feel it. It's going to be a big bubble that's about to bust, man. No time soon. It's going to be a couple of months. Trust me.
For a super exclusive interview with one of Diddy's accusers, 𝗟𝗓𝗓𝗖. She's been in the media a lot lately with serious allegations against Sean Diddy Combs, accusing him of despicable and horrendous acts. The disgraced mogul is currently in custody, housed at Brooklyn MDC, one of the most notorious prisons in the US that was also the home of Epstein, where he was mysteriously taken out. Now, this is an interview that you don't want to miss. She revealed the dark secrets of working for Diddy, the feds telling her she was found on tapes with famous politicians, Diddy having threesomes with his mom, and more. Be prepared to be floored, and make sure you watch this whole entire video.
Did he just say Diddy was having threesomes with his mom?
How did you initially come in contact with Diddy?
Okay, it's a cute story. I'm from California. Prior, I had never been on the East Coast in my entire life. I had never been to Florida. I had never been to New York, nowhere on the East Coast. And a guy I was dating, Anthony Gallo, he's from Cali. We were both from Cali. He got an opportunity. He got scouted by a guy in LA who was a reputable scouting agent. It was initially Wilhelmina Models. And so they gave him the opportunity to come to New York for an audition. When he went out there, he ended up getting a lot of callbacks, but he was back in LA. And they said, well, you know, you're getting all these callbacks, but if you're going to model for real, we need you out here. So he had never been on the East Coast either. So he was like, and at this time, my family had found out that I had did adult movies. Now, mind you, I had an ex-boyfriend, Jake Steed. He was my boyfriend at first, and he manipulated me into the adult film industry. I only did 8 movies in a 6-month period of my life in the year 1999, but those 8 movies in 6 months follow me to this day. And I signed a residual contract, and Jake Steed been collecting all the money. He done put me on Pornhub. I'm everywhere. And they said he hiding out in South America. He been collecting my money the last 20-some years. I'm the one that gave Ray J and Kim Kardashian to connect. If you look at the production team, you can see we have the same production team. You see mine was filmed first. Me, Ray J, Brandy, we all grew up in the same church, the Church of Christ. Brother Norwood, their father is my vocal coach, so that's how we already knew each other. But they got famous with theirs because Kim Kardashian had a little bigger of a name because of her dad. So when Anthony got scouted, we ended up, my family had found some member of our church, my church from 9 years old had found out I did adult movies. They brought it to the minister who brought it to my parents. And when I came home from work, I was working as a telemetry technician in the critical care unit at Hoag Hospital in Newport Beach. And when I came home from my shift, my parents had it on the big screen. Me with a it in my mouth.
Oh my God.
Your parents had that on there?
The valedictorian, literally, the sheltered one from the suburbs who had never even had sex before in their knowledge. You know, the innocent one, their love child on the big screen with it. So when I shame my family like that.
What was that like walking into there and seeing that on the screen?
It was the worst day of my life. I still feel the memory, and it haunts me the same way Diddy haunts me to this day. I can still remember the way I felt, how my parents looked at me, you know, and then, so when Anthony got the opportunity to move to New York, I was like, man, hell yeah, because I did the movies in 99, but they didn't find out until 2004. And that was the same time Anthony got asked to move to New York, so I said, man, I'm going with you. And then when we got out there, Anthony was going to go see whatever. He ended up getting an audition with Ford Models, and then Ford signed him. That was Cassie Ventura's same agency. And so we were from Cali, and we had an apartment in the middle of Manhattan, so all the models in between their go-sees and their auditions would come hang out at our apartment. And we had the weed, and that's when weed was hella illegal. So we was from Cali, we had the weed, Anthony looked good. I was working at Larry Flint's Hustler Club, so I was already the hottest stripper because Manhattan is only 11 miles, about 13 miles. I'm from Cali, the West Coast. All the East Coast people grew up together. They don't know me and Anthony like that, so they're intrigued. I look good, he look good. It's 20 years earlier. I'm 46 right now. I'll be 47 in January. So imagine me in my 20s, you know what I'm saying? My body was extra banging, and even now, everything's real, butt real, lips real, nose real. I've never had a million behind me, so just imagine that.
So tell us a little bit more about how you guys actually got into doing these Diddy parties and him propositioning your dude.
Anthony is signing for models. Cassie is coming over to our apartment, hanging out. We're all friends. We actually started.
Oh, you was hanging out with Cassie?
Yeah, she would come over our apartment too, because her and Anthony were both signed to Ford models. We were convenient right there in the middle of the city. So in between your auditions, your casting, you would come smoke weed and hang out at the bomb couple from the West Coast. You know what I'm saying? We had the doorman building. We was popping, and so so we all had our own private stories of because you know, East Coast music was a soundtrack to our lives. You know, from the West Coast, like we was fans of everybody: Mary J. Blige, Biggie, 112, Craig Mack, Mace. You know, Black Rob. You know, Young Money, Dirty Money, Diddy. You know, everybody. You know. Lil Kim, shout out to Lil Kim. I got to meet her with T-Pain. She's very nice. She was very nice to me. So when we got there, we all had our own when me and Anthony got there, we had our own vision of what we would do if we ever met these certain people, Jay-Z, Diddy, and all that. And then Cassie did too. Her and Anthony were inspiring models. And Cassie wanted to sing and stuff. Anthony, he just more wanted to model, smoke weed, look good, get his dick sucked type shit. Cassie, she wanted to model, but she wanted to sing. She wanted to be an entertainer. And so we all had dreams to meet Diddy. So then, fast forward, Anthony ends up getting called to audition for Diddy for the Sean John campaign. So he never invites me along to his auditions or his go-sees, but this particular day he invited me because he knew I was a fan. Like, he knew I was going to be mad he went to the damn thing and you didn't take me, you know what I mean? Because I you know, wanted to meet people and stuff. I was already a dancer. I was already moving and shaking. I already had a gang of athletes and whatever, but the music industry, because I rap and sing, that's where I wanted to get into. So long story short, we sitting in the waiting room and one of his homeboys that frequents our apartment comes out of the thing and he's looking mellow mad like shh. And so low-key me and Anthony laughing, we was like, he must not have booked it, like he's salty, like we laughing to each other, like, you know. And then they called him, and then when they called him, I'm like, yeah, you got this, my nigga, like, you know, I'm dapping on you, got this. And then that's when 𝗂𝗎𝗡𝗔𝗧 was out. So when they called, I flipped my 𝗂𝗎𝗡 up. So I'm on my 𝗂𝗎𝗡 lining up some money for later on. All of a sudden, I just hear, man, fuck that. And the door had flew up, and it was, I'm like, what? And like Anthony is a very good-looking guy. His mother is, you know, African-American black lady, and his father is an Italian man. And actually, the wine, Gallo wine, that's his family. And allegedly, his dad got like basically shunned from his family for choosing up on a black woman. And he went on to have a few kids, and all of them are boys, and they're all very good-looking guys. But his dad chose to be poor to follow his heart and be with a black woman. And so allegedly, his dad still to this day rides a bike in Northern California. He's from Northern California. He had moved down to LA. And so even though he was a good-looking guy mixed with black and Italian, he wasn't no punk. Like, it wasn't no gay in him. It wasn't no, you know, bitch in him. Like, he was like a thug, but he a pretty boy. So, like, I guess they underestimated him, thinking that because he was so good-looking that he go that way. So he was more than offended. He was on some gangster shit. Like, he got me fucked up. So when we were in the elevator, I was like, man, what happened? He was like, man, like, he gave me that look like, man, shut the f-. And I was like, all right, because it was people in the elevator. So I was like, all right. So when we got, you know, out the elevator, I'm like, what's up? I'm like, why you tripping? He was like, man, nigga asked me to suck his dick. I said, who asked you to suck his dick? He said, Puffy. We was calling Puffy back then. Puff. And I said, no, he didn't. And it broke my heart, broke an arm. And I was like, nah. And he was like, he asked me to suck his dick. I was like, oh. I was like, well, then I see why, you know what I mean? For sure. Like, it's a rap. That. He's like, I don't need that job. That's fucking bad. So I was like, for sure. You know what I mean? We got in the cab. We went back to our apartment. His homeboy ended up coming through. We smoked blunts. We laughed at it. We was like, that, you know what I mean? But then, because I was a dancer, I'm also in the regular go-go club scene. And I ran into 𝗵𝗔𝗡𝗞 Thomas, who ended up being, I call her a handler, one of Diddy's handlers, wranglers. And she approached me with opportunity to help me and Anthony out. If I would dance at Diddy's white parties, Anthony can go ahead and book the campaign. I agreed to dance at the white parties. Anthony booked the Sean John campaign. He was everywhere. He was on billboards, buses, bus stops, cabs, in the magazine, all at the same damn time. He was everywhere. But right now, if you go and try to Google any one picture of that Sean John campaign, Diddy done scrubbed it all. I can't even hardly find a picture.
Now, did Diddy remember
my
him
God.
whenever he eventually got that gig? Was he like, oh yeah, I remember you?
Yeah, because when he booked it, they had like a lounge party where it was like a celebration, like, hey, the new campaign, let's all, and it was a very small lounge, like only the models was there, the creative director, the photographer, Diddy, a couple other people, and that's it. And so he went over it. So it was kind of like, thank you for letting your girl work my parties. You know what I mean? You came out great, my nigga. He didn't say my nigga. He said, what did he say? You came out great, my guy. You're killing it, baby. You killing it. You know what I mean? So he basically tried to like go over the fact that he had asked him to suck his.
Came out great, Playboy.
He tried him and
Playboy.
he didn't fall for it. So he felt stupid. He didn't know he was that thug.
So what was your reaction to that? I know both of you guys were upset. But were you thinking like, damn, ain't no Diddy was like this? Were you guys shocked when that happened?
Because I had been an ex, porn star, and I was currently an exotic dancer. For me, it was regular scheduled programming. Like, it's just what rich people with money do. Like, he tried it. He wanted to see, you know what I mean? To me, it was more funny, but Anthony took more offense. Like, no, like, he got me fucked up. So I had let it go. I was over it. When they asked me to work the parties, I was like, hell yeah, I would have did that shit damn near for free. You know what I mean? Just for the networking. I was a groupie at that point. And I didn't realize how pretty I was. I didn't realize they looked at me like that. And I extra didn't know that Diddy had gotten word of my former career in the adult entertainment industry that I was manipulated into by an ex-boyfriend that I only did for 6 months out of my life, that I wasn't trying, I didn't have aspirations to be a P star, none of that. I got manipulated into it so somebody could basically get my residuals and be basically caking off of me the last 20 plus years. I was very sheltered, naive. My parents are from LA, and so they raised me in the suburbs because they didn't want me to experience anything they saw growing up in the hood. And so when I went to Long Beach State and they put me in the co-ed dorms, to the left were the athletes and to the right were the girls who were stripping to get through school, because they were all from LA, Compton, and Long Beach. I'm from Chino, California, a little nerdy girl with valedictorian. So when they were stripping to get through college, I kicked it with them. And that's how I ended up with Jake Steed. And he saw the innocence and the naiveness in me. He got me to do their movies. And then when Diddy found out about it, they used that against me. And then he viewed me as somebody that was sexually exploited, worthy. And yeah. And he played on my heart. It's called Coercion of the Heart. When I told him that I rap and I sang, and he said I was dope. And he said he was going to bring me and I had a girl group out. Like, I'm the Beyonce of my group. They even told you that I was the dopest one. And it's called Coercion of the Heart. And he played on the fact that he knew I liked to rap, sing, and perform. And that's why he would bring me back year after year saying, you're getting closer, like initiation, you're getting closer. But it never happened. But he kept making me, sexually perform while he was wheeling and dealing and, getting jewelry from Jacob the Jeweler, cutting a deal with this person, recording me and him over there so he can extort that person out of woo-woo. We all didn't know, but he had a plan the whole time. And that's why he made people sign NDAs that said, you can't talk about what we went through until 20 years after I died. But I never signed that. Aubrey O'Day and Danity Kane and them, they got hit with that. I was already out the game. I was done from 2004 to 2009. By the time he was running around with them, I was already, on the way out.
So if I understand correctly, so basically he had you setting up people, man. Some of his high profile people, he had you go over there so he can get video of certain.
No, he wouldn't say go over there so I can get video. He would hire me to work as a go-go dancer. They had 3 stages, positioned throughout his mansion. It was where he lived. It was his residence. It wasn't a club. It wasn't a lounge. And so it just makeshift stages, 3 stages set up in his house, like for us to be checkpoints. Like my stage was over by the bar. Tamiko's stage was over by the food. Old girl's checkpoint was over there by the rooms if you wanted to go do something. So It was like, I think he kind of told the guests, hey, if you want to drink, look for, just look for a stage and you're going to find something you need. You know what I mean? So we were elevated above the crowd. And so, but that we were instructed to only drink from certain liquor bottles. It's the girls' champagne, it's the guys' champagne. Girls don't drink the guys' champagne. Girls don't drink the boys' champagne. And all the champagne was laced with ketamine, like horse tranquilizer, ecstasy. That's not allegedly. We were all doped up. And to this day, I believe we all, and I know I do, have a chemical imbalance. Like whenever I drink anything, it could be one glass of wine, all of a sudden I'm a stripper, I'm a P-star, like on my mind, I just black out and I'm that. I'm Diddy.
Oh, wow.
You know, Orlando Brown running around like I'm Puff. He not really act like it to everybody else, everybody looking like he want attention, like he wilding, like, but it's something about when he drugged you that he stood over you, like infusing himself into you while you laid there unconscious. And it's like it became a part of you. Wow. Because after a certain amount, they started calling me Diddy. They're like, man, she act like Diddy. She just like Diddy. And hence, I've been Diddy for the last 20 years. So I feel Orlando when he be like, man, I'm Puff. It's nice to meet you, I'm Puff. Because when we get faded, like, it's like he come out in us, like, and that's forever. Wow. That's why it's haunting us to this day.
Wow.
What do you...
Wow. That is... Dang, that's a lot to take in, man. That is a lot.
How do you think he was able to, you know, but besides all the things you guys were laced with, you think he put maybe his DNA or something kind of strange into that concoction?
Yeah, the reason why he like to take, you know, we have a chakra in our anus, you know, guys and girls, and your chakra is a pathway to your soul. So because he's working for Lucifer, his goal is to take souls to hell. So that's why straight men, he wanted to turn them gay. You know, even if a gay man was gay, he wanted to make him be a pedophile and be with a minor. His thing was to take the soul. So that's why after a certain amount of time, he would make an announcement like, you better go on home because, you know, the party really about to crack now. And all of a sudden, everybody's demon would come out. And that's on God. Like, have you ever gotten, like, so faded or drunk where your body is doing stuff, but in the morning you have literally no recollection? Like, if it ain't from your homeboy showing you it, like, man, I recorded you, nigga. If it wasn't for him showing you, you would swear up and down you didn't do that shit. But then when he show you the video, you like, what the? I jumped in the pool. I don't even know how to swim, my nigga. What? Like, I don't even remember that bitch. Like, what? It was like that.
That's that blackout drink. And
right, but he had
anything.
imagine everybody blacked out though. It doesn't matter if you a celebrity or. That's why J-Lo left the country. He had her sticking bottles and stuff up in my homegirl. She was only 11 years old. She the girl that they put on the private jet. They her with the jelly beans. They put on the private jet. They took her to the studio in New York, and then had the nerve to dress her up in a D&G sweater, do her hair, put makeup on her, and take a picture like a trophy. She only 11 years old in that picture, and that's not allegedly. And then the same girl,
J-Lo was messing around with.
Man, there's so many. I drop names on the neck, man. We talking about Diddy right now. But it's and then that's the same girl that in the magazine is laying on the table butt naked with fruit and food and stuff off of her, and we all eating off of her. I sucked the strawberry off her. She 14 years old laying on that table. She had a body like a grown woman. You don't think anybody's looking at that thinking that's a kid laying there. You're assuming it's a grown woman. So he made everybody be with a minor, you know, against your will, and he recording the shit. Same girl needed to do a number 2 on stage. She performing. She told him, I need to go offstage. I need you to bathroom. He told her no. She ended up shit on stage. It was a wet. Went everywhere, and Denzel Washington grabbed up his wife, mobbed up to Diddy, and was like, man, you don't respect nobody. Had to run up out there. That's the incident they're talking about with Denzel Washington had to run up out of there.
So that's
what? Wait a minute, man. Are you serious? You got to.
And she told him, I need to go offstage. I need you to bathroom. He told her no. She ended up shit on stage. It was a wet. Went everywhere, and Denzel Washington grabbed up his wife, mobbed up to Diddy, and was like, man, you don't respect nobody. Had to run up out there. That's the
I seen footage of that.
Talking about with Denzel Washington had to run up out of there.
So that's why Denzel and his wife left that party, because of that incident.
She shit on stage, and she was only 14 years. He didn't know she was 14. It was just the fact that she shit on stage and in front of everybody. And then Diddy took her to a room and beat her ass because she shit on stage. Then he would only give her water baths and not let her wash with soap. I'm gonna say allegedly because she's still Jane Doe right now. I'm gonna say allegedly. You know what I mean? It's allegedly. But she wants a DNA on 2 of his kids because they took 2 babies out of her. They kept her locked up and they had her babies at the house. The 2 babies they took out of her stomach. That's not allegedly.
Damn.
And allegedly, I'm gonna say allegedly, she had a 3 with Diddy and his own mama / auntie, and she had a 3 with Nelly and Diddy.
Oh my God! Wait a minute, y'all. That's too much. She going 100 miles an hour on my heart, man. That's too much. Did she just say, well, allegedly? You know, everybody gotta say that. I keep saying, man.
And allegedly, I'm gonna say allegedly, she had a 3 with Diddy and his own mama / auntie, and she had a 3 with Nelly and Diddy. That's not alleged.
No.
Allegedly. Sorry, Ashanti. I love you, Ashanti. Congratulations on the baby. I love y'all together. It was 20 years ago. Don't get mad at 20. We talking about 20 years ago. Don't get emotional. We just telling our truth, people. Please don't get mad.
There you go.
Some of y'all's favorites. It's gonna kill y'all. It's gonna devastate y'all when you hear the names involved, because we all grew up on these people. We all love these people. We'd have never thought these people would have been involved in the things that they're involved in. We're just telling our truths, everybody, and it was 20 years ago. So please don't judge us or say we lying. We're being nice enough to let y'all know what's going on from an insider point of view. If you were not even there, don't tell somebody they lying when you weren't even there.
You wasn't even there.
Big facts. And fans love to say, you know, that people are capping or people are just coming up with stories. Now, hold on.
People
Before
want to
we
get
move
that bag.
forward, I'm still stuck on.
People want to get that bag. I hate when they say that. If they telling the truth and they like, well, they just looking at the money bag. They just trying to get some money out of this.
You said Diddy and his mom and his auntie,
No, Diddy's mom is really his auntie, has been claiming to be his mom this whole time. She's the one with the white nails. That's why he has that fetish. She's been picking him since he was adolescent because his daddy got killed when he was a baby. As soon as he had adolescent, he resembled his dad. So she started picking him. She's the one that picked his head up initially. That's why, allegedly. I might be talking too much.
No,
keep going.
My bad. I'm like, nah, keep going. Hold up, wait a minute.
He had adolescent. He resembled his dad. So she started picking him. She's the one that picked his head up initially. That's why, allegedly. I might be talking too much.
Nah, go ahead. Keep going. We loving this.
Yeah, do your thing,
girl.
Yeah,
but, allegedly, that's why he took Kim Porter out, because he has sex with his daughters, allegedly. The twins. The whole family has sex. The same girl, I was telling you about that, the Jane Doe, the 11 and 14-year-olds, the same girl he made strap Justin Bieber down, and she had to strap him down while Diddy and 2 of his sons took turns, and she had to sit there and watch, and Justin Bieber was crying and begging to be let up, and when she went to unloosen him, Diddy socked her in the face in front of Justin Bieber. So we trying to get with Justin because he would corroborate. Allegedly. Justin, get at me, Justin. We be confidential. We ain't got to tell the press, nobody. Holler at me, Justin. I'll put y'all together. She was there, you was there. I was already out of it. She told me that story, but Justin, I got you.
Damn. Also, you saying Diddy and Nelly was in bed together?
She's had a threesome with Diddy and Nelly, yes. The same Jane Doe. This Jane Doe was around from 11 years old to about 15 years old. Had bore 2 kids. I'm not going to say which one she believe are hers, that he's been raising. You know what? On a side note, where is the white girl?
Yeah, that's what
Where's
I was
the white
saying.
girl that he adopted?
I got asked about that today earlier in the
Where
interview.
is
I think
she?
her name is Ava Combs.
Where is she?
Yeah,
They
where's
said,
Ava?
the twins are staying with one of Kamara's friends, or Kim Porter, whoever. The son's been in New York and back and forth to LA. Where's the white girl that they was online bragging and proud that they saved her life and everything? Where is the white girl?
She done disappeared.
Ava. Where's
That's
Ava?
something.
I'm gonna call her the white girl. Shout out to my white people.
Exactly.
My mom's
Ava
half
Combs.
white. I love white people. I'm white. It's white in me. Where's Ava? Everybody, can we do a campaign? Everybody, hashtag Where's Ava?
Where's Ava? We need to get some shirts made too.
Right. Where's Ava?
We started that already. Well, we didn't start it, but everybody's been asking that. What? All of a sudden, where is she? And they said that she popped up in some videos on Instagram or something.
Ava mask, all that. Booty shorts, we can twerk to it, all that. You know what I'm saying? I got some.
Oh, watch out, girl. Watch out there now.
To be continued.
Boy, you done gave us some jaw-dropping information so far, man. This is whoa.
Like Black Rob. Shout out to Black Rob. Whoa.
Now tell us a little bit about how he ended up putting you with Jacob the Jeweler, and tell us how that Jacob the Jeweler story went down.
Yeah, so the first party I did, it was above board, you know. It was I networked. Excuse me, I saw everybody. I was there front line, like, you know, I was calling back home to the Cali people, like, hey, you'll never believe this, like, for real, like, and then next party, it was like, yeah, you want to rap, you want to sing, right? You dance at the club, right? Mm-hmm. He started out like he was pointing me in the right direction, because everybody's been to the strip club, and every girl that's been a stripper knows you love the guys that come in, and if they're not the ones spending money, they point you to their homeboy that is. Have you ever seen a bachelor party come in and they be like, it's not me, but get him, he's the one paying for everybody. So it was kind of like he did that. Like, he took the mindset that I had of being a dancer, of like, while you at my parties, I'm gonna point you in the right direction. You take care of them, and I'm gonna put you on. That's how I understood it. Coercion of the heart. And because I wanted to be on so bad, and he was actually real, Puffy. It wasn't like it was Puffy's assistant. It was like real Puffy saying it. I believed it. And I'm like, I had already been manipulated by Jake Steed and did, movies that got me nowhere. I was dancing at Larry Friend's Hustler Club only because me and Anthony Gallo had got robbed for everything. And it was go back to Cali, broke with everybody laughing, or you start dancing. That's how I ended up starting to dance. I'm dancing. We have a nice lifestyle. We got a doorman building, you know what I mean? But Diddy said, I just got to basically do the same thing I've already done that's got me nowhere and it's going to get me somewhere. Coercion of the heart, I was with it. But then as he kept adding on, so that night I was asked to wear a black dress at a white party, but I didn't think nothing of it. Like, he always supplied the uniform. That's another thing. In the Vibe magazine, let me go back to Vibe magazine real quick. I never signed a release. I wasn't paid anything. I didn't even know.
Wait a minute. Is that Al Sharpton that on the other side of Diddy? My bad, y'all.
But then as he kept adding on, so that night I was asked to wear a black dress at a white party, but I didn't think nothing of it. Like, he always supplied the
Who is this guy that Diddy has his hand around? That's what I want to know. I wonder who that guy is.
Uniform. That's another thing. In the Vibe magazine, let me go back to Vibe magazine real quick. I never signed a release. I wasn't paid anything. I didn't even know I was going to be in Vibe magazine. I woke up to Anthony getting a phone call from one of his model homeboys. Like, hey, your girl in Vibe magazine? Because back then, when a new story or a new campaign came out, it was on the newsstand and everybody went out to get it. It was an East Coast thing, because in Cali, we didn't do shit like that. Nobody rushed out to get the latest magazine, but in New York, they did that shit. So we had just had the night before, so we laying in the bed naked, and I wake up.
Wait a minute, y'all, I'm pointing people out. Sorry. Y'all know who that is, right beside Puff. That's Run DMC right there. Run? Whose house? Y'all, I think it's Run.
Yeah, nobody rushed out.
Russell Simmons' brother.
To get the latest magazine, but in New York, they did that shit.
I'm hoping I'm right.
We had just had the night before, so we laying in the bed naked, and I wake up to him smushing my head in the pillow, like, what the f*** you doing in Vibe magazine? I'm like, what? I'm in Vibe magazine, like, what? He was like, yeah, Nelly just called. That's his.
Wait a minute, y'all. My bad. This is the last time I stop. I'm not gonna stop it no more.
Smushing my head in the pillow, like, what the f***
is that
you
Al
doing in
Sharpton?
Vibe magazine? I'm like, what? I'm in Vibe magazine, like, what?
That
he was
is
like,
Al
yeah,
Sharpton.
Nelly just called. That's his homeboy Zanell. Shout out to Zanell. He went on doing a lot of stuff with Diddy, Zanell, Figueroa, I don't know. Yeah. But he was like, yeah. So I'm like, what? He's like, so we got jumped up, put our clothes on, doorman opened up the door for us. Right there was a newsstand. Diddy's on the cover on the boxing gym, you know what I mean? Gloves or whatever. We opened up, flipped through it, and there I am. That picture that you see, big as day. I had no idea. That picture was taken in 2004. They didn't run a story to 2006. I had no idea that they put in there Diddy supplied the clothing. Then they put the caption, guest strikes a revealing pose. I wasn't a guest. Who would I be a guest of? Who knew me? You know what I mean? The Mary J. Blige say, come on, Cherie. And then if I am a guest, the audacity of me thinking I could just come in some little ass go-go shorts and a bikini top to somebody's exclusive white party with all kind of millionaires, and I'm a guest of who? But I'm their guest, and I'm gonna just show up like that, not a nice elegant gown or nothing. I'm gonna just show up all hoochie mama. Nah, I was on his event staff, but that's how they got away with putting me in there without trying to give me no employee credit, right? And then I found out later, another reason why they put me in the Vibe magazine is so all the guys who wanted extras would know who to look for at the parties and to laugh at me because they took advantage of me after they drugged me and I was unconscious. The Fed said, well, allegedly, I'm not gonna say.
Oops.
Someone said that when they did the raid, I'm on them tapes and there's multiple A-list celebrities running a train on me. Wow. Including certain people that are presidential.
Presidential?
No, we're talking about Diddy. We're going to come back to that, LB. Stay with me. We don't go any further till we get the result.
Man.
Hey, but anyway, once I found that out, I've been living my life for the last 20 years not knowing that had even happened to me. And now because they found out that I know that I'm on them tapes with them doing that to me, these are people that have smiled in my face since then. I had no idea that. But if there's a certain way the tape is going to come out and there's a certain way that it never will. You got to stay tuned.
Did that scare you? Like, were you scared when the feds advised you that, you know, there was some pretty high profile people doing some crazy things to you?
It angered me actually because, you know, I went in, you know, under the presumption that we were all working together to make the, you know, event hot. And I was doing my part as a hired entertainer.
Wait a minute, y'all. We on a live stream. They said I should go back. And I think I should go back also. One more time, y'all. Wait a minute. Oh, right there. Oh yeah. Wait a minute. Right around here. Right around here. Wait a minute. One more time.
Said,
sorry, y'all.
Well, allegedly.
I'm
not gonna say. Someone said that when they did the raid, I'm on them tapes and there's multiple A-list celebrities running a train on me, including certain people that are presidential.
Presidential?
No, we're talking about Diddy. We're gonna come back to that, LB. Stay with me. We don't go any further till we get the result.
Man.
Hey, but anyway,
man, this is great.
Once I found that out, I've been living my life for the last 20 years not knowing that had even happened to me. And now because they found out that I know that I'm on them tapes with them doing that to me, these are people that have smiled in my face since then. I had no idea that. But if there's a certain way the tape is going to come out and there's a certain way that it never will. You gotta stay tuned.
Did that scare you? Like, were you scared when the feds advised you that, you know, there was some pretty high profile people doing some crazy things to you?
It angered me actually because, you know, I went in, you know, under the presumption that we were all working together to make the, you know, event hot. And I was doing my part as a hired entertainer to bring my West Coast vibes and to make, you know, the part. And I was always complimented. That's why I kept being invited back. When there was multiple, you know, girls all around the city, all around the tri-state, you know, you go up and down the East Coast, you can get a girl in from Boston, Connecticut, Jersey real quick. But they kept rehiring me because I made that shit hot. And I was, you know, I was genuine, naive, and I was like a fan. And they played on it. I didn't realize how pretty I was. And they took advantage. And they, you know, he likes to steal your light. He's an energy vampire. He steals your light, he takes a piece of you, and then he infuses the devil's seed in you from him and puts a little evil from him into you that you can never take out of you. It's like soul ties. I want to be hypnotized, actually.
Man.
I want to be hypnotized and want y'all to tell me what I said and what I did while I was under.
Now, what you were telling me about Diddy, that kind of reminds me of that movie. I don't know if you ever seen it, Rosemary's Baby.
I never saw it. What happens in that?
Well, basically, this lady, man, this is back in the 60s. This is a really dope movie, though. But they move into this brand new apartment, and the husband's an actor. So in order for him to advance his career, he has to do demonic, satanic stuff in order to advance his career. So one of the things he sacrificed was his wife, and he allowed these demons and devils to impregnate his wife, so that way she could have the devil's baby.
And that's a lot, and that's what's going on within the Hollywood and the music industry, and that's why people are leaving the country and everything, because that's what they do, is practice in satanic and demonic activity. That's why when they're blessed with the highest status, the most money, the best cars, the best food, the best everything, they choose to spend their time on a daily basis doing evil, not doing good, not going around to the homeless shelters for single moms, the single mom shelters, and saying, I'm gonna pick 3 women who ride the bus every day, who got 3 kids or more. 3 kids, three women getting cars today. That's what I'm gonna do when I get my money. I'm gonna wake up and go to the women's shelter, and they say you have a good report, and you ride the bus every day to get to work, and you paying your kids daycare and all that. You get a car. You get a car. You get a car. Just, I don't want no press. You won't even know I did it. I don't want to wake up every day doing shit like that. Fuck a Gucci bag. I don't need a bag to fix my teeth. My teeth already straight. I need a bag to fix my streets.
That's right. That's what I'm talking about, sister. You talk to him.
Save souls. That's my goal. As I look back on it, and now everything is coming out, I would almost say Jacob might be a victim himself, because he already did that time back then for helping laundering that money. That's not allegedly. He did time. So now he's back in a twist that involves, Diddy and his association, and his wife was there that night. And maybe Diddy set it all up and lined it all up so he can get footage on him to blackmail him, use me, have me thinking I'm going to come out, you know what I mean? And maybe like Jacob is a butt. It did go down. My dress was flipped up. They had me wear a black dress that night when everybody else was wearing white. They put Tamiko in the pink dress. She was the one passing all the money and doing all the back and forth, almost like a handler or a wrangler. And I got an extra $1,000 that night when I did the extras. That's when I thought, okay, if I just do the extras, like eventually it's going to be an end to the rainbow and I'm going to be on.
So was it just $1,000 the whole night, or was it like $1,000 per person, or how did that work?
Yeah, I only got $500 to do the go-go dancing. So when it was above board, the first part, I just made $500 plus the experience, networking, all that. When I did the extras, I got my $500 plus $1,000.
So that was 15.
But next party was 3 niggas. And the next party was 7 niggas, and I still was only getting my $500, allegedly. You know what I'm saying?
So no extras, no extra $1,000 and any of that. They was just
He
$500.
was getting the extras, allegedly. They was shooting him the $100,000 chain. They was shooting him the keys to the yacht. They was shooting him the penthouse. They was shooting him the awards, while I was sucking in the fucking allegedly.
Now, what was your boyfriend's
crazy.
reaction? Because was he at some of those events, or were you just there?
He went to a couple, but he wasn't privy, because I didn't tell him. I didn't want him to know I was doing that shit. But if he did know, Diddy and them had told him, and he would just, maybe he had a side deal, but he knew I was in the game. He knew I was a dancer. He knew I was networking. He knew if the money's there, go get it. But he wasn't like pimping me or anything or saying, go get it, He was my boyfriend.
Now, with all this information that you're putting out, many people are wondering why would you come out with this information now versus...
Well, when I moved back after they jumped me in Harlem in December 2009, I had to move back abruptly to California. After Anthony Gallo was cheating on me with Rihanna and Megan Good and all his model bitches. After Diddy and all them had me jumped in Harlem. After I left Anthony and got my own spot in Harlem, they had me jump through my same Jane Doe I was telling you about. That actual Mark, Diddy's attorney, signed us out because she was in the mental hospital at the same time. And I heard, now that we're back like Voltron connecting, I'm finding out that Diddy's attorney, Mark, doped her up a gang of times because they took her off the country a gang of times, allegedly. But she about to pop out with her name in her lawsuit.
So as far as your legal proceedings, where are you at now with your lawsuit?
Right now, I'm in consultations with new legal. I have until December 11th to assign a new attorney to my case. I'm taking my time. I'm in consultations with very big, high-profile attorneys. I'm working on the settlement, so I can pop out with my new attorneys who help me settle. Because I already know as soon as the criminal starts in May of 2025, all civil cases are going to go on stay anyway. So I'm working on settling mine because I already know I'm going to be called into the criminal. So that's where I'm at with it. Everybody thinks that I'm in some type of disarray because I haven't popped out, or, it's been said that, my people, withdrew, and that, a withdrawal was because of fire, I want to give it too much attention, but somebody was being fired, and that's why they publicly withdrew, to try to hurry up and save face and look like they left, because they were running around doing press and admissions that I had not made or authorized, and I'm the client. I can have as many or as little attorneys as I want, and if I feel like I'm being ignored or not paid attention to, and I want to hire additional representation, that's my prerogative. That is not for somebody to control me and tell me I can't, and run around doing press that they're not even letting me do. We're not even doing press together. So
yeah,
just let that go. And now I got my own legal strategy. And worst case scenario, I go in there and represent my damn self, because the press alone will be great. I don't care if I win or lose, because I've been rich. My daddy just died, LAPD. I got an inheritance.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Imagine me in court. Imagine me in federal court representing myself, LB. I'll just have you there. LB, I need you to cover it, LB. That's some shits and giggles on the gang. Mustard on that beat, huh? Hey, tell DJ Mustard to call me, because I want them to bring me out February 2025 in New Orleans on stage when Kendrick's performing West Coast We Up. Just let me say, Mustard on that beat, huh?
I don't know if this is a rumor, or if this is something that was just on the internet. You were married to 𝗟𝗡𝗄𝗅's son, or no?
No, Quincy. We're flirting right now. We met and we're fancying each other. And what better way to get at his daddy who killed his mother, allegedly, than to date the woman that's about to take all his money?
How you gonna have a relationship with Quincy? You know Quincy loves Mr. Combs, man. How that's gonna work?
He trapped in the middle, and he been doped up his whole life. Imagine if you've been getting dope out the bottle.
Did y'all just hear that? Man, this thing is getting so crazy. This is getting crazy. This soap opera is getting too crazy. After all that stuff she said about Diddy and all this at the white parties, and she got a lawsuit out, then she gonna turn around and say, I thought she was talking about Quincy Jones, rest in peace. Rest in peace to the real Quincy Jones. And then she said Quincy Jones' son. I said, well, Quincy Jones, I don't know how many kids he had, but he had a son that she's dating. Not Puffy's son, Quincy. I got to back that one up, baby.
You sure his son, or no?
No, Quincy. We're flirting right now.
Wait a minute.
Because I want them to bring me out February 2025 in New Orleans on stage when Kendrick's performing West Coast We Up. Just let me say, Mustard on that beat, huh?
I don't know if this is a rumor, or if this is something that was just on the internet. You were married to 𝗟𝗡𝗄𝗅's son, or no?
No, Quincy. We're flirting right now. We met and we're fancying each other. And what better way to get at his daddy who killed his mother, allegedly, than to date the woman that's about to take all his money?
How you gonna have a relationship with Quincy? You know Quincy loves Mr. Combs, man. How that's gonna work?
He trapped in the middle, and he been doped up his whole life. Imagine if you've been getting dope out the bottle. Allegedly.
All right, thank you so much, man, for coming on the Lionel B Show, man. You gave us so much information out there.
I love
Anything else you want to add to the viewers?
I love Lionel B. I was already a fan. I appreciate you taking the time and acknowledging me and popping me out. I look forward to more interviews as we go through the trial. I'll give you some exclusives.
Sheesh. Now, guys, she definitely didn't hold anything back.
Got that right.
You guys an exclusive. And guys, we did it. We got one of Diddy's actual accusers on the channel. So I definitely hope y'all enjoyed this interview, man. Make sure y'all don't forget to drop those comments, share this video, share this to all your people, man. Text it out to your people, because there's a lot of groundbreaking stuff that she talked about that hasn't been talked about anywhere on the internet. This is an exclusive with the Lionel B Show. Now, I want you guys to let me know in the comments exactly how y'all feel about this whole situation. And do y'all feel like, man, Diddy, how much time do you feel like Diddy is actually going to get behind all of these allegations? Now, peeps, thank y'all for tuning into this amazing and groundbreaking interview. There's definitely going to be more interviews to come, so if you haven't hit that subscribe button, what you waiting on? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and also click on the video that's currently on your screen right now.
Dude, after all that went down, all this stuff that Puffy did to you, I don't understand, man. I'm trying. How in the world you gonna date one of his sons? It's something. Hey, now I'm thinking. I'm just letting you know what I'm thinking. His son may not be that proud of his father, and probably telling the girlfriend how he wish he can get away from the family or something, and or they got a plan of their own cooking up. Man, dude, you cannot tell me that this ain't no soap opera. As the world turns, this baby or soap opera is called As Diddy World's Turn, man. Also, I was doing some research, and they was saying they was calling Diddy behind his back the notorious VIP, because he's such a VIP. So they use Puffy name the notorious VIP. Look here, I'm gonna get on up out of here. Y'all put in the descriptions, I'm an ender. Put in the description, I'm an ender. If you hear my voice right now saying that you made it to the end, thank y'all so much that y'all made it to the end. Hit that subscribe button, hit that bell. Hey, y'all take it light, take it slow. Tell them Uncle Mike told you so. Peace out. Jesus. And she dating one of Puffy's. Dude, that is crazy, man. I don't know, man. I think it's bedtime after that one. I think I'm going to do the other ones. All right, what we got next? We got, Yeah, we gotta do that one. Oh, that's an hour. Yeah. Oh, shoot.
We're in regarding Donald Trump's return to the White
Yeah. I think I'm gonna call it, man. What? Okay, this is part 2. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. All right, let's just knock this out real quick. All right. The hell. I like for everything to be on the same one. Yeah, this is short, so at least we. Hold up. Is this right?
How did you feel like knowing?
It's 20 minutes. I thought it was 2 minutes. It's 20 minutes. All right, we do it still. Yeah, we do it. 20 minutes. What? What is up, YouTube? I am still sitting here amazed. My mind, I'm still trying to wrap my mind around how can somebody do so much devious stuff because it was so high up. You got so much money, you so high up, and you feel so protected. Oh my God, man. Y'all hit that subscribe button, hit that bell. This is coming from the Lionel B Show, man. Shout out to him. Go check his channel out and all that good stuff. Give him a thumbs up. Let's check it out.
Knowing that, you know, or dealing with those president. How did you feel like knowing that, you know, or dealing with those presidential people? How did that feel?
Isn't it interesting how you guys are upset just hearing about it, but we actually lived it? So imagine how we feel, and then now we have to defend and prove it to y'all that we went through what we went through when y'all have nothing to do with it. We already lived it, and when we were living it and going through it live, y'all were nowhere around. So it's just interesting that it draws emotion from you guys.
I knew it was gonna be
and you weren't
somebody.
even there, and we actually lived it, and we have to explain ourselves and beg for y'all to believe us. It's interesting.
Now, peeps, for all of you who've seen part 1 of my viral interview with 𝗟𝗓𝗡𝗏, where she sat down for an exclusive tell-all, this is part 2. And if you hadn't had the pleasure of seeing part 1, make sure you watch it right after this video, as it will be linked in the video description and end screens. Now I sat down again with 𝗟𝗓𝗡𝗏 as she revealed even more shocking information that will leave you absolutely floored. She revealed all of the major celebrities, presidents, and royalty that Diddy trafficked her to. She also revealed some dark secrets about Diddy's mom. Now this is an interview that you definitely don't want to miss.
Who were some of those major celebrities that Diddy actually trafficked?
Oh, wait a minute. I don't know how that happened. What happened? Oh, it switched. My bad. Hold on. I'm gonna have to edit. I'm gonna edit both of these. I'm gonna edit both of these bad boys tonight. All right, here we go. God dang it.
All right, so tell us a little bit more about Janice, because I know in that
Mine is going to naturally go back to that.
Oh shoot! Wait a minute.
Jogging. It wouldn't have them opposed to.
Who were some of those major celebrities that Diddy actually trafficked you to?
Here we go.
Jacob the jeweler. Hey, Jacob. The others are from European countries and of a royalty. Very royal. Very royal.
Like princes, that type of thing?
Definitely a prince.
Whoa.
The opposite of being smooth. If you have smooth arms as opposed to hairy.
Ooh. So we're talking about the one that's newly married to the biracial lady.
That's the only prince. That's the only prince I know.
Okay. Damn, y'all.
Allegedly. It's a few people that are presidential.
A few. So it was more than one president.
Somebody who should have just stepped down and retired and appointed somebody else to the actual power instead of them making them jump through a bunch of circus and hoops only to not give it to them. You know you had the power to just go ahead and step down and appoint, but you didn't want to do that, right? Allegedly. Not allegedly. That's what you did. You should have stepped down. How you gonna back? Oh wait, I'm saying too much. But how you gonna back a campaign when all you had to do was step down and then appoint and say, hey, it wouldn't have to be no election. You know what I'm saying?
Just to clarify for the audience, it was more than one president that was found on those tapes?
Multiple.
Damn.
Multiple kings and princes from different countries.
You keep saying that.
Dubai. Shout out to Dubai. You got all the hoes in LA up. That's what the hoes out here do. Go to Dubai and get that bag and come out here and spend it. I told y'all game. Why y'all mad now? Not just LA, all y'all hoes. All the hoes is going to Dubai to get that money. I ain't mad at y'all. And that ain't allegedly.
Yeah, there's a lot of celebs that we actually heard, a lot of female celebs that was going to Dubai and getting that Prince money and coming back.
Exactly. So they also take flights and private jets, and they come to America too to have a good time, you know? So they definitely show up for the party.
All right, so tell us a little bit more about Janice, because I know in that first interview you definitely went in, you gave us some little bit of details, but give us some more details about Miss Janice Combs.
Well, let's talk about Mama Diddy. You know what you did to my friend. You know how you and your son played with my friend underage in the bed, Janice?
That's messed up, man.
Why you do that to your son, allegedly? Why you allegedly turn your son out and now he's this global, worldwide, global threat? You know why he has so much anger against women? Because of you, Janice. Because of what you did to him.
Wow.
If you guys check with anybody that's been traumatized, especially sexually, a lot of times the person they're traumatized by causes a block in their brain and a hatred. So if you're a man that gets traumatized by a woman, deep down you're going to hate women and it might turn you gay. If you were traumatized by a man, you might just turn gay and just be gay because that's your first sexual experience. If you're a virgin and your first sexual experience is with the opposite sex, your mind is going to naturally go back to that to bust your nut. And if you were going to be heterosexual, but somebody took advantage of you, it's weird and it's sad to say, but even though it's abuse deep down, that's going to be the thing that gets you off because that's your first sexual experience. You feel me? So Janice, we know what you did. You know, it started with her, Clive Davis. Clive Davis, one of the main ones, Clive.
Because Clive Davis used to
names.
Clive Davis used to abuse Diddy, correct?
Correct. Allegedly.
Correct.
And you see right now when they trying to ask him about Diddy, he's playing like he got no memory,
What?
But he was right there in the rooms with my friend who was underage. Him, Harvey, Pierre. I'm coming for you too, Harvey. You're not innocent, my boy. My boy, my guy.
She talking about Steve
Now, were
Harvey?
you seeing Harvey Pierre at a lot of the Diddy parties? I see him on video a lot.
Yes,
Was he,
at all of them.
Okay, so let's talk about some of the celebrities that Diddy actually traffics you to. Are you able to give us those names?
You know, the judge just denied the gag order. We can talk again. We can talk again.
Let's go. Let's go. Lionel B. Show exclusive.
She on something,
Hey,
y'all. But
we
it's
can
all
talk
good.
again, everybody.
How did you feel?
That don't mean
like,
she
knowing
not telling the truth.
or dealing with those presidential people? How did that feel?
Isn't it interesting how you guys are upset just hearing about it, but we actually lived it? So imagine how we feel, and then now we have to defend and prove it to y'all that we went through what we went through when y'all have nothing to do with it. We already lived it, and when we were living it and going through it live, y'all were nowhere around. So it's just
We
interesting
ain't know
that
nothing about it.
draws emotion from you guys, and you weren't even there, and we actually lived it, and we have to explain ourselves and beg for y'all to believe us. It's interesting.
Yeah, you guys can't be attacking victims, man. Like, that's not cool.
And a couple of the presidential situations I'm talking about weren't very presidential back then. Some people were businessmen who filed bankruptcy every time they didn't want to pay their employees.
Whoa.
Allegedly.
Any presidential people that were kind of the darker skin as well, or were they all pretty light skinned?
It's a few high-powered attorneys that are representing victims that were at the parties.
Oh, victims right now?
They're representing victims right now when they were at the parties.
Whoa. That is a heavy one. there are lawyers, she's saying, that's representing the victims. And these lawyers was at the party. Come on now. Come on, man. This can't be no big old soap opera. This rabbit hole is too deep. That's number one. And these, oh my God. Every time it's a amazing turn in this whole story.
Whoa. That's crazy.
That's another video. I have so much to tell you guys, but we got to do it one video at a time because I notice when I try to tell you guys too much, you can't follow, and then you think I'm
you got
on
that
drugs
right.
or whatever. I'm going to let everybody know I smoke weed, which is
That's
legal.
cool. That's cool.
And I drink lightly champagne or wine, a beer here and there. That's all I do, everybody. That's on my son.
She high.
Everybody saying I'm a crackhead, I'm on this, I'm on that. I've had shroom chocolate before, and I liked it because it opened my mind up to really dig, thinking about some deeper things, but it didn't make me trip and go rob a bank or nothing like that. But besides that, y'all leave me alone. I'm not on any cocaine, no meth, no lean, no pills, no none of that. Whatever, what's his name? NBA young boy laid out with the pill bottle and all that. Niggas is dying of overdoses. That ain't me, y'all. Just leave me alone on that. You know what I mean? I smoke weed. Leave me alone.
Now, you previously talked about there was a famous baseball player that you had an entanglement with. Did he come from Diddy as well? And do you want to drop his name?
We had an entanglement. And it's interesting because we both, how can I say it? Basically, Jenny from the block, I had your man before you, bitch. You a J-Lo. J-Lo, you a and you lucky you left the country, ho. I know what you did to my home girl. Sticking that shit up in her. Your ass going to hell, bitch. J-Lo, I'm coming for you, ho. Let me see you anywhere. And I don't care. We at the Met Gala, bitch. I'm running up on you. It's on site.
So which dude of J-Lo's did you have? Who was the guy?
I love green eyes. You know my husband has green eyes? My ex-husband, I should say. The one I married. The only one I chose to marry has green eyes. I love green eye guys. But that's not allegedly. I love green eye guys.
So he had, wait a minute. So he had green eyes. He used to be with J-Lo, and he paid for it.
I met him at Larry Flint's Hustler Club in Manhattan on 51st and the West Side Highway, initially.
Wow.
A lot of people paid with their credit cards. That's why I have so many receipts.
Oh my God!
Damn.
What the?
And this is before like Cash App and
Oh yeah,
and all that other stuff.
years and years, and it was none of that available. It was only cash and credit cards.
Yeah.
Actual documentation. And every time they paid with their credit card, they gave us funny. It was called funny money, monopoly looking money. And what we were to do with it is at the end of the night, we cash it back. This is how scandalous the club is. If a guy ain't got no cash, he come with his credit card, they gonna charge him 15% to get however much he want off his credit card. Then when they give it to the girls, when we turn it in so we can get because we got paychecks. I paid taxes off my money. I didn't just get dollars and all that thrown, like all that's new to me. I was professional with mine. Yeah, so when they would pay with their credit card, they would give us this funny money, and they would charge them like 15-20% to use their credit card to get the money. Then when we had the money, when we wanted to get our paycheck, we had to turn in the money. However much you turn in, they took another 15% from us. And then they had the check cash in place, literally directly across the street, like steps away. That was 24 hours. And then when we took our check over to the check cash in place, who didn't ask us for no ID or nothing, they were cool with the club. You didn't need an ID or nothing, because a lot of the Russian girls that were coming there didn't have no identification. And then they would charge you another 10%. So they were just taxing everybody.
Oh my
Everybody
God.
getting hit. Damn.
Everybody. By the time you got your money, that $1,000 turned in like $700 and something, but it was all good.
Dang.
Now there's been a lot of talk online and all that Jigga Man could possibly be involved. Can you speak to any of that?
Well, what I do know is that there's a trap house in Texas that has been allegedly funded by the Diddler and Jigga. That yellow bee, yes on me, baby, is running. And I heard there's a whole bunch of minors up in there, girls and boys. But they're not fucking the boys, but they are fucking the girls. And somebody needs to run up in there. It's in Dallas, Texas. I got the address for y'all if y'all need it. Yeah, I said it. What y'all gonna do? Come kill me? You gonna send me back to heaven faster? So you can go to hell even faster and even more hotter? What you gonna do? Think I'm afraid of death? I'm telling all y'all wrong. Minors, you don't even let them have the chance to develop their mind and be something positive. You teach them that this is the life they're supposed to live, and you fucking the little girls. That's on me, baby. I'm coming for all these niggas with hair just on the back of their neck. Who do that? Just right here. The fuck is that?
Man,
Come to LA. Come to LA. I got something for you. That's on me, baby.
No doubt.
Did you ever have any interactions with Jay-Z, like physically?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Anthony Gallo ended up booking the Rockaware campaign. I'll tell you a cute story. We're going to leave it to this story and maybe one more. But I have so many stories, but I don't want to jamble them, and then it's too much for people to keep up with. So Anthony Gallo ends up booking the Rockaware campaign. Now, that hasn't been scrubbed. You can find that. And we had went to the, release party for it. It was at a lounge. And this is cute. Jay, what up, Jay? So when he tried to get with Aaliyah, my homegirl Aaliyah, right? And she chose up on Dame Dash. Then he approached me. I'm dating Anthony Gallo though, right? So Anthony books the Rockaware campaign. So because he books the Rockaware campaign, we go to the celebration for the release, whatever they call it, the launch party. And we walk in and there's a bar. It's like a long bar. It's a lounge. And literally when we walked in, Jay-Z was like at that end of the bar, but in the entrance is a bar. The bar starts right here and it goes down. So you can clearly see that Jay is at that end of the bar, right? So we're walking in, everybody's shaking Anthony's hand, like, oh, good campaign, it looks nice, whatever. And then we were at the end of the bar, and I was like, we always pre-gamed at our apartment, you know what I mean? So, and then every time we went to these events, it was always, open bar, like, it was free. So we came in a little tipsy. So anyway, he was like, Anthony, he said, I need to use the bathroom, I need to go pee. And I was like, all right. He was like, yeah, I see Jay-Z down there. If I come back from the bathroom and you're down there talking to him, it's going to be problems when we get home. And I was like, I would never disrespect you, but at this time we fans, you know what I mean? So he's talking to me like on some real shit, like that's the real Jay-Z, because I hadn't met him. I didn't get to go to the Rockaware shoot, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, that's the real Jay-Z right there type shit, So he was like, I have to pee, then I'll take us around and mingle you so you can network. But if I come back from the bathroom and you down there talking to him without me, we leave and it's going to be a wrap. So I was like, all right, I got you. So he went to the bathroom and I was just standing there. Tell me why when he came to the bathroom, who was standing right next to me? Jay-Z left his position at the bar and came and stood and was all in my face like this. And when Anthony came from the bathroom, Jay-Z was standing right there and he knew I didn't move one step and he saw that Jay-Z came to me.
So tell us more about Janice Combs and some of the things you actually seen her witness her do.
Janice likes minors, allegedly.
Yeah.
Janice knows about everything that's going on. That's not allegedly. They're hiding money in other countries. I know where the countries are, and my investigators are on to you guys. It's a wrap. There's pretty much nothing you guys can do. I know about all the people globally that y'all been going around to the third world countries with people with no voices and promising to bring them back to America, only for them to be human punching bags. Oh, someone has bodies all around the world. They're a global threat. Allegedly. But Janice, you the worst one. You created it. You've supported it. You've held the secrets. You had the nerve to take all the kids and go in there and go visit and, you know, all of that. Yeah, but she likes allegedly to have threesomes with her son. My friend has had 2 kids for them that we're trying to figure out where the babies are. She likes to drink breast milk, allegedly.
Wait a minute. Janice likes to drink breast milk?
She believes it makes you younger.
Damn.
Like how babies need those nutrients to, you know,
Wait a minute, man. Are you serious? Oh my God, man. I've been my team has put a gag order on me, so I'm not saying too much.
Janice likes to drink breast milk?
She believes it makes you younger.
Damn.
Like how babies need those nutrients to, you know, develop. Those same nutrients, she believes, you know, rejuvenate you or whatever, allegedly. She believes that allegedly.
Did you have any interactions with Jennifer Lopez at all, or did you just kind of see her in passing?
She would be at the club. She was at the parties. We ain't never chopped it up. I chopped it up with Kim Porter, though. I had a fight with Superhead, Corinne Steffens.
Oh, wow.
We got some other day. That's enough. I can't talk. I got to give that to y'all on the next one. Because it's too long. We gotta stick to what we're talking about, the topic.
Do your thing, girl. Do your thing.
I have so many stories. We have 2 years to 3 years worth of stories, you guys. And I'm going to give you guys everything, the truth.
Before Diddy actually trafficked you out to these other celebrities, did you have a intimate relationship with Diddy as well?
Multiple times.
Was he into like really weird, freaky, crazy stuff, or?
Animals, exotic animals, allegedly. Even fish.
Fish?
Freaky ass niggas. Imagine spending thousands of dollars to fly an exotic fish.
Oh, come on, man. I'm done.
Allegedly.
I'm done.
Saving Nemo around this bitch. Hide your wives, hide your kids, hide Nemo.
Hide Nemo. Damn.
Look, and the little mermaid around that bitch.
Oh my
Now,
God.
AJ, do you feel like Mary J. Blige is going to be taken down as well?
Yes.
You
because she had with my friend Danny Boy at 15 years old. The one that sang all the hooks on Tupac shit. I ain't mad at you.
I ain't mad at
Can't get enough? Click on the video that's currently on your screen right now and watch part 1 of Lionel B in
Golly, man. Hey, I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. I gotta investigate and check some of this stuff out, but can you imagine? Something is on them tapes. That's all I'm gonna say. There are something on them tapes. And the people that was there know the other people that was there. And they know that them people was on them tapes. Like Cat Williams and all them people say, I seen these people at the club or whatever. Imagine this lady. She seen them at the club. She seen them go back there in that room. And they've been back there for an hour or whatever. Then they come back out. You don't know what she's seen. You don't know what she's seen, man. You know, and just because somebody is doing an interview, smoking weed, you probably need the weed so you can get your story right, get the courage to actually say some of this stuff. But think about this. I don't think 50% of the stuff she's saying got to be some truth to it. Look here, I'm going to get on up out of here, man. Y'all, let me know if y'all made it this far in the video. Say that you are a ender. We just reporting this stuff. I don't know if it's true or not. I'm going to let y'all decide on that. We're just the channel that's promoting it and bringing all the stuff, and I'm just letting y'all know what I'm running across. Does that make sense? Y'all take it light, take it slow. Tell them Uncle Mike told you so. Peace out. Oh, my goodness. Wow. That's a wow. That is a wow. Wow. Man. Yeah. That is crazy. That is past crazy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Save as. Mm. 10. Oh my goodness gracious. This is crazy. All right, y'all. Thank y'all so much. My head is gone, man. My head is straight up gone. Man. Tiki said, come on, no, Mike, this is BS. Rumors. She was there. So, hey, I'm going to get on up out of here. Y'all take it light, take it slow. Tell them Uncle Mike told you so. Thanks for coming out. Peace out.